And we were not live, so
right.
No one knows where to buy cum t-shirts. So.
Sorry,
Get them
website.
all over your face, neck, and chest.
Even a pearl necklace.
Oh, this is going to be a fun show.
Very.
I think so. What's up, baby gangster? Now you can hear me. I
Right.
said hi earlier.
Now we can acknowledge you, Tribal Chief.
Shout out.
I heard that real fast. I thought you said Baby D.
No, baby gangster. I don't.
Gangsta. Okay.
Yeah, love those new
right.
cupcakes, baby. Little Friday reference.
I don't remember cupcakes on Friday. Is
Oh,
that
next
Part two,
Friday.
Next Friday.
Was it cupcakes or cookie?
Oh,
It was a cookie.
it was cookies at
no,
first.
knowing my big ass would know the food reference.
And then she got the bootleg cupcakes with sprinkles. Yeah.
You know what's funny? I didn't like Friday too, because I'm like, they're just beating up Mexicans. I'll go watch something else.
Oh.
That was like when I still had like Sam's Mints.
Oh, yeah. They were the villains in that. The most stereotypical L.A. Mexicans you could find were the villains of the second Friday, yes.
Was that Michael Pena? Was that?
No.
No,
No.
that was
He used to be in a lot of shit, and now I haven't seen him in anything in like decades.
I forgot the guy's name, but he was just recently on. He's on Kimmy.
Mayans?
Oh.
No.
He's the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Holy
him.
shit. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. He got work again. Nothing
Support our
next
best
Friday.
the movie again.
He wasn't in Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
You know,
Who
he
was it?
probably was.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Probably was.
Everyone was in Shark Boy.
Probably in the background of Sin City as well. Like,
Somewhere.
all of Robert Rodriguez's joints.
Yeah. He doesn't leave his friends behind.
Right.
Yeah.
Is he the only one like that? Like,
Ooh.
No, it's a lot of directors that'll just throw people in.
yeah, but he throws background characters. It's like, hey, this movie still stars Antonio, but you get to be random henchman number 3 now.
Oh, that's true.
You get to be the other dude with the cool guitar case.
Oh, yeah, Enrique Iglesias. Yeah. Like, can I get a substantial? You're getting paid for this, right? Sit in the background with the guitar case. Oh,
Quentin
man.
does that too. But I mean, I
Yeah.
think he might have just gotten that from Robert since they work together a lot.
But
Besties.
I think Pulp Fiction came out before Desperado. I may be wrong.
No.
I feel like it was
think
around the same
Desperado
year, huh?
Came out first, then Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction was 94. 95.
Pulp Fiction for sure was 94.
Okay, well,
because-
Desperado was 95. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Right
I
on
was
the
right.
But the only reason I know that is because that is why I hate Forrest Gump, because
Yeah.
it beat Pulp Fiction should
And
have
Shawshank.
beat. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And Shawshank?
That was a great year for movies. And fucking Forrest Gump is the one that got all the
Damn,
credit.
y'all got that good memory. I'm like, I don't remember shit.
Oh, no, I just know a lot of useless movie shit. So, yeah, this is one of them. Yeah, it was a crazy year.
You can be our movie trivia guy if we ever have to do
Right.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. You could.
Yeah, if it's money involved, yeah, let's do that.
There's usually free
usually
beer.
Don't
involved.
Yeah,
bring up
bar
money.
bucks.
I know a nigga that betted $1,500 and lost it. Don't bring up betting.
Lost
Now
his
what's-
whole livelihood.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Shit. Today was pretty interesting for sports.
It was.
Yeah.
We're going to that'll be
Yeah,
next
next-
week.
yeah.
That's next week? Okay,
Yeah.
good. I feel like we should like have. Is it free agency? Does that start next week?
It'll be so. What we'll do is we'll talk a little bit about free. It'll be 3 topics. We'll talk a little bit about free agency. Then us as a group will try to fill out a March Madness bracket,
Oh my God.
It's like trying to play the lottery.
I know.
but
man.
only one. So like we all kind of like
Okay.
Collectively.
We
yeah.
all contribute to one. Okay.
Yeah, because
Lines
us
together.
4 filling out 64 games is not.
Yeah, that's
gonna
not
be,
entertaining.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hopefully we can enter that
Synchrone
bracket in a
mindsets.
contest. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's gonna be all over the
synchrone
place.
mindsets. Yeah, it'll be all over the place.
The other thing would be just an overall like update on the NBA, because apparently that's been pretty interesting so far.
It has been a little interesting. A lot of drama. Oh yeah,
Mostly
I mean,
Lakers
besides
drama.
Lakers,
Yeah.
Lakers
them
drama.
bastards.
You got Ben Simmons drama and
I can't remember
James
the lights.
Harden drama.
That's like the only drama you got.
That's about it.
Yeah, NBA is kind of dull.
Yeah,
This year.
not as dull as baseball, but yeah. It's,
You mean not happening?
but does
Well, it's
anyone
been delayed,
care?
right? Yeah.
Yeah, 0 people care. So,
But the exciting news is that baseball is going to be on Apple TV.
What?
Yeah.
really?
I saw the Apple showcasing today, which is pretty much like recycled stuff.
That's as useless as Hulu showing hockey. It's like, oh,
They're
cool.
really all getting into that
because
now.
now you got Thursday Night Football is going to be on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, but everyone has Amazon Prime. Like,
do they?
I think so because
like
everyone
a
needs
lot of
that.
people do.
Everyone needs that
wants
free.
that free shipping.
Free shipping, man.
That's true.
I mean, it's too good of a, you get
About
free
that. That's
shipping
true.
and a streaming service.
Right.
It's just a great deal. You know, I'm with it.
And then I think they've had some pretty good movies.
They had great movies.
Yeah.
Ooh, Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Night in Harlem, The Big Sick,
Night
like
in
are
Harlem.
right off the top.
Night in Harlem.
I Want You Back. The Voyeurs is good.
One Night in Miami.
One Night in Miami.
I was
Sorry.
like, Night in Harlem. That's a new.
Wrong place.
I haven't seen.
Manchester by the Sea is another one that
Yeah.
everyone went crazy
Won
for.
Oscars and shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all send me that because I need to watch it. I mean, a nigga ain't working, so you guys send me something.
The thing about Amazon Prime is it's a great service. The interface is shitty.
Yes,
it
It's
is.
It's
so
the worst.
shitty.
Slow.
Yeah, and they really need to revamp that
And I thought
shit.
Paramount Plus was bad.
I don't have Paramount Plus. I don't know.
Unfortunately, see, I thought I got rid of it. Turns out I didn't. I was like $7 short. What the
You
fuck
get that
is this?
notification, be like, "Oh, we're charging you extra, like $20 or something like that." I'm like, me.
For what?
I think they're doing any new members that sign up for Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're charging you like 15 something or 20 something dollars instead. What service is that?
The price went up already.
Yeah, the price went up.
The
on
price
Amazon
goes
Prime.
up this
Oh,
month.
no.
And Netflix done went up too.
Yeah, which I'm debating getting rid
Bitch.
of. Yeah, because it's nothing that good
I'm
on
sorry,
there for me.
Netflix.
And the only thing, well, Netflix had a badass year last year with Meet the Millers, Cobra Kai, and Army of the Dead. But
yeah.
but it all came in like a summer wave where it was like,
Yeah.
I don't.
That's what they
yeah,
do. Yeah, it's like, oh, this summer was great. Like Fear Street.
Yeah, that was
I
the other one.
yeah.
Fear Street, another summer movie.
Week after, yeah, whole summer was that like. So yeah, maybe I'll just get it in the summertime. That's
I
usually
mean,
what-
it's not like any other shows are going anywhere, right?
There you
Anything
go.
you missed out on, you can still watch.
except the Marvel Netflix shit, but you know that's on Disney Plus now, which is weird to me.
And the
Well,
what?
now Luke Cage, Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
all that's going to Disney Plus.
It's all
I'm just
Disney
like,
Plus, which is bizarre.
Because Luke Cage is not. I mean, Jessica Jones is pretty graphic,
All of them really are.
right?
Is
So it's
Punisher also going?
like, I don't know. They
gonna have to edit that
Punisher,
shit.
Punisher's also. Yeah.
Oh my
Really,
god!
they said that too.
Well, they might as well just start doing rated R shit. Well, I mean, like
I thought they did have some rated R things.
overseas, they do. Like other
Oh,
countries, they're
okay.
Disney Plus, and they mix it with Hulu, so it's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
all
yeah,
one
yeah.
thing under one umbrella. Here's they separate it for whatever reason, and yeah, so
weird.
here we are. Yeah, it's dumb as hell.
And what was that movie called? Not Cooties.
Cuties?
Cuties. Yeah, the little girls in the pussy popping. So
Oh no!
That got canceled so quick. I forgot.
but
forgot about it.
I'm gonna tell you
It
guys. I know
did.
that's a random thing, but that's not a bad movie.
That's what a lot of people say is just,
Is if you get past the dancing,
which is hard to get past.
it is really well, yeah. But if you get past the dancing, it's actually a really good movie. I mean, it really shows a young girl really growing up quick.
They said
in social media.
The worst part of that movie is just its advertising. Like the way it was marketed was pretty fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But
And-
I also didn't want to be the person because Jordan is the only person I know that watched it, and I had a lot of friends that were mad about it without knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Stupid.
yeah, and I was once you went in detail, I was like, you know, you guys don't know what you're talking about, but B, I don't want to be the person.
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
not
like,
I'm not gonna be the lab right here. So
I'm not gonna be the person that's like, that's not what this is about.
I'm just gonna walk away from this conversation.
Look, obviously I'll take the heat. I mean, I'm wearing a cum shirt, so it's like, who cares at this point?
Man, it's reckless.
All right, I'll watch it. I don't care. It was pretty good. So yeah, interesting day.
Nice,
so far.
nice. So yeah, why are we here?
So we,
Four niggas are talking
So,
in Sam's apartment.
I mean, I'm here to shave my balls with Sammy's shaver.
Oh, you got to. Yeah.
we are here in memory because
no.
Sam was hit by a car today, so we will be taking over the Excellence from now on.
God damn.
I thought he just hitched a ride to California and he was like an absentee father. Kind of. You know.
You're hitting below the belt.
No, it's just easier to pretend he died. Like
Oh, no.
he decided that Ukraine was worth fighting for, and
Well, Good for him. Good for him. Doing the Lord's work. Good job, Sandy.
You make a scary paratrooper.
Well, it's a target, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, he's a big guy. Big guy.
That means he falls fast.
Like,
That is true too. That is also
even
true.
in death, he still get fat jokes thrown at him. Well, at least you don't have to worry about putting on lotion.
Yeah, right.
Damn.
Because he wouldn't do that.
He wouldn't do that.
F's in the chat for Sam.
Say what?
The
F's in chat.
Cold-blooded.
He rode off into the sunset on a white horse.
It was a big horse.
I wish he was watching this right now.
That's why I decided to make that joke. I'm like, he's not going to
the
watch this
hopes.
till he, yeah.
Yeah, until he has to edit it. Yeah. Oh, that'll be a fun surprise for him.
Not even Keys in the chat to be like, yo, bro, they're clowning on you right now.
Yeah, right. Don't have to instigate or anything. What the
You're
hell?
still going at it with the lotion, are you?
Yeah, I can't let that go. Oh shit!
But the real reason we're here, so we can
Yeah.
start the show, is I was on a date, and then the girl asked me, what are 5 movies that you would think you would need to see in order to kind of describe you?
I've never had a date ask me such a great question. Sounds like a keeper.
That is a really good
That's an
question.
excellent question. Like, yeah, go out on another date with her. She deserves it just after that question.
Oh, this is a
alone.
different lady?
No, same, Shannon.
I was saying, okay.
Yeah.
You keep dating her
Yeah.
until she asks a bad question.
And I was like, oh, that's...
Got on 21 questions. Girl, after this 20th one, you better have some good shit right now, okay? Use your shit.
Well, I mean, she is a movie head. She was talking about, like... She's seen more Oscar movies at this point than I have.
Oh shit, that's pretty big. You've seen a lot of movies.
Well, she warned me about French Dispatch, and I was like, oh, fuck.
No. Well, you already said about that. Never
Yeah,
mind. I'm thinking of
we talked about
Belfast.
that.
I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
Belfast, I
please
haven't
don't
seen
let it be
yet.
Belfast.
No, I haven't seen Belfast yet either.
I hear that one's good. Yeah, French Dispatch was not great.
No.
Yeah.
And
It's,
that's on Max, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Belfast is not on any streaming services.
Nothing.
It's
No, nothing yet. I've been waiting on that.
I've been waiting on that
Yeah.
too. Since I've been wanting to watch it.
I wanted to see Licorice Pizza, but...
Me too.
That's on streaming too, right?
No, it's not.
No,
yet.
you can rent
Really?
it. Yeah, you can rent it now,
Okay.
but no, it's not on.
But I've also been warned that that's not good by several
Really? I love Paul Thomas Anderson.
people. I like Wes Anderson, but that's not what I got.
The Andersons are fucking up. Jesus. What the hell is that, man? Like,
There is that Japanese one that's on Prime, I think.
No, Max.
It's on Max?
Yeah, Drive My Car.
Drive My Car. I
Yeah.
want to see that. And
It's like 3 hours.
I watched Batman twice.
Yeah, I was about to say. And this one's at home, so.
Yeah. So I can cut it up like Justice League. But here's the thing.
Hey.
Ramen Hibachi, you gifted a tier 1 slub to Chili Chico 214.
Nice.
Hey, thank you.
What's that other one? Coda with the deaf people?
Yes.
Is that on the Max
That's
too?
on Apple.
That's fuck
That was actually good. I like that.
I haven't got Apple.
If it's on Apple, like
Apple
that's
is worth getting, man. It's like $5.99. I didn't know it was that cheap.
I'm on unemployment.
Hulu's $6.99, and I still am like,
I rarely watch.
Can I bootleg it somewhere?
well, I need Hulu to watch Atlanta. That's
Yes.
that's my problem.
Oh, that's come back this month. Oh,
It is. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm excited about it. But sorry, I didn't mean to take away from that.
Licorice Pizza is fine if you can get past the problematic aspect.
Oh yeah, it's a particular scene where I guess they're making fun of Asian people, or they do the
Here we go.
they
Here
do
we
that
go.
number, and people are not happy about that. You know,
It's set in the 80s, right?
70s. Yes, late 70s, early 80s, I believe. Yeah, one of those.
Yeah, Bruce Lee had not probably come into prominence yet to where people stopped.
Oh yeah,
that.
no, he would be dead by that point. I feel.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
late 70s? He
It's
died
late
like.
yeah, it's late 70s.
Oh, okay.
For sure, yeah. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't tell people to not be upset, you know. But yeah, hopefully that's not what's affecting people's opinions on it.
I mean, if
Somebody gotta find something.
We
we're
can
all-
separate that issue.
we're all
from the rest.
minorities, I mean, we all are.
We all are. All people of color.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think is a better depiction when it comes to film? Like when films lie to you and it's like, oh yeah, there was totally black and white cowboys riding with an Indian,
Yeah.
or No, racism. Like what?
I'm always racism. for
Okay.
sure. I like. I mean, it's realistic.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of movie I'm watching.
Okay.
Like,
That's true too.
If I'm watching Cowboys versus Aliens, fuck it, throw a ninja in there. I don't.
Yeah, you don't need any slurs in that. It's a good point, JJ. Yeah, it's all depends. Yeah, it depends on the movie.
Yeah, if I'm watching something like that's taking itself seriously, then yeah, no, realism.
I mean, yeah, Pulp Fiction is one of my favorite movies, and in no way did Quentin Tarantino need to say nigga that many times, but he did it.
Well, I mean, that's bringing up a good point. It's like Django. Folks,
Yeah.
which person would sit in the theater and count how many times the N-word is said in Django? That made no sense to me.
Yeah, people would do it, man.
What did they say? What did they refer us to back in the day? You know, it's like, did they look at somebody and say, nigga, go get me some water? And then look at
Upstanding.
another slave and say, African-American Negro.
Yeah,
That's inaccurate to me. I mean,
Right.
That's what they called us.
It's the other
Maybe
thing.
it was Uncle Ruckus just mad that
Maybe.
there's other slurs that you can
Guilty.
throw out.
Two questions from the chat. Number
What's
one,
up?
where does Blazing Saddles fall on this list?
That's a great question. So, like, I grew up with Blazing Saddles. Like, it was one of the first movies I ever saw. It was one of my dad's favorite movies. I fucking love it still. I mean, it helps that it was made in the 70s, you know, because,
Right,
like, yeah, they didn't give a flying fuck. Plus, didn't Richard Pryor write it? Or help
I
write
thought
it?
that was a Mel Brooks movie.
No, it
he
is.
helped
He
write it.
directed
Oh.
it. Yeah, but yeah, he helped write. Yeah, and so it's like, yeah,
And Mel Brooks just lied to production because production was giving him shit for some stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, don't worry. I'll totally change it. He just
he never did.
never did.
It's one of his
Just
best
lied
movies.
And then this, I know the answer to this, but they just want us to know since we talked about Oscar movies.
Yeah.
How does everybody feel about Macbeth? I know you love it a
Fucking
lot.
love it. It's probably one of my favorite movies of the year.
And we will have a movie award show. I think not this week, but next week.
Yeah, it'll be towards. It's gonna be around Oscars, right?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like towards the end of the month.
Isn't the Oscars
It's like the 22nd, 23rd.
of this month? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. The Grammys have been delayed to April.
They delayed that shit for like 2 years.
I know.
I don't give a fuck. About
No one
Grammys.
cares. Yeah, it's just like nobody gives a fuck.
I didn't realize there was.
I didn't either. That's the thing. Like I didn't even realize it, and I'm just
You
like,
just do
all
this
right,
shit at home.
yeah. And there was no Golden Globes. No, they did that shit on Twitter,
They did it secretly. And they tweeted out the winner.
and
I was
they
like,
couldn't even do that shit right.
perfect.
They were fucking that
Nobody
up
wanna see
left
that
and
shit
right.
I don't give a fuck about that damn bullshit.
Just naming winners with no context of what films they were in. It's like, all right,
Winner of Best Actor, Paul Mooney. What?
he's dead.
But I think we're gonna do our award show a little bit different for the 9 viewers here. We're gonna do things like probably like cut close to what we did for the NFL show, but it'll
Yeah.
be like I'm thinking one of the topics should be like most nostalgic moment, like best
Like
nostalgic
that.
moment.
Yeah, get creative with them
Yeah.
for sure. I'm with it.
Stop making movies.
Yeah, I like that one. I do like that category for sure.
But I think overall, this has probably been the. I mean, maybe it's probably because of COVID, but I mean that didn't
Well,
stop.
we've had that for the past 2 years.
This has been the weakest year for movies in a while.
2022 or 2021?
2021. 2022 is supposed to be real
It's a good start.
Yeah.
So far, so good with
It's a good start.
2022.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right, man. Like, I'm trying to think of.
Really good movies in 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dentist asked me, "You watch any good movies lately?" I was like, "Nah."
He was trying to get recommendations because he ain't watching anything good either.
Shit. Yeah.
I watch wrestling. Start watching wrestling, man.
It's very entertaining.
Game introvert.
Power.
Power. My shirt says Bad Time Records. It's a record company out of Florida. I support them a lot. That's where Ska Tune Network and a whole bunch of ska bands come from. Check them out. Check out Kill Lincoln as well. And then, I do think that this year is going to be a bad year for movies. I mean, it was a bad year this past year.
I mean, they nominated Don't Look Up. So, like, yeah. They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Wait a minute. Now, real shit.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Okay. What'd you think?
I didn't mind it. I mean, I like Jennifer Lawrence's. I like the banter between Jennifer Lawrence.
It has Jennifer Lawrence. That's where she's been hiding.
The fat guy. What's his name?
Oh, Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, well,
So I
that most of that was like improv.
That was great. He's
Yeah.
like, guys, you can come in. Like that scene where he's talking shit about her, making it seem like she's a boy.
Yeah.
That was funny. I like the banter between that. But overall film, I didn't mind it.
I don't hate it. Like, to me, it's just like, I have a problem with Adam McKay movies because it's so bombastic.
Yeah,
it's just like he throws shit at the wall, see what sticks. Sometimes it sticks well.
Yeah.
And with this, like some shit stuck and like really well, and some shit just didn't. And it was like it ran a little too long. It was just like, I see what you were trying to do. The message was a little heavy-handed.
Yeah. Isn't it kind of a giant gaslighting like Mother?
No, Mother was a real, gaslight. Yeah,
right. But I always say that in comparison, that film is kind of like the same with Mother. It's like a giant gaslighting
in
film.
a way. Yeah.
So yeah, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I wouldn't rewatch it again.
That's the thing. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's the perfect way to put it.
If I have a date and they were like, "Hey, can we watch this?"
Nah, I'm
No.
good. Yeah.
End of the date.
Like I enjoyed it fairly when I watched it the first time. I'm just like, all right, well, that's over.
Yeah.
I don't really care to see that again.
Right. I'm done at this point.
Yeah. I did like Kate Blanchett in it though.
Oh, that's her name.
Yeah.
Because she's in Nightmare Alley.
Yes, she is. I still need to see that.
I still need to see that
it's
too.
It's not bad.
Okay, I heard.
I just heard it's not with the Don't Look Up being as bombastic.
Yeah.
I heard Nightmare Alley has the opposite problem where it's like Guillermo del Toro held back too
Needs
much.
to be more bombastic.
Yeah, I feel like he did. This is more like a Blade Runner film where it's just a noir. It's just kind of like flat.
Okay.
There's not a lot of action.
I've never heard that one before.
It's what happens when you donate 100 bits, which
Nice.
is what Josh Man Forever did when he wanted us to say The Summit of the Gods was the best movie he saw last year.
This Summit of the Gods. Okay, let me see
Gods,
another
yeah,
one.
right. I haven't heard of that one.
Godzilla versus Kong, but that's me being biased.
Lies.
But yeah, so we're going to hit the intro in a second. But yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about. Just if you guys didn't know us, these are 5 movies that it's like, these are aspects of my personality kind of shit, the kind of thing. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the CincountDown. We don't have music today.
Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny.
Ladies and gentlemen, new theme song.
JoJo ending credits.
First thing that popped in my mind, I said, let's sing this shit.
Shodashi.
Moment of silence for Sammy. All right. My name is Marco. I will be the host here today for the CincountDown top 5 movies that made us. If you want to find me, just type JL Marco 62 into anything, including Words with Friends. I'll pop up. Right next to me in the co-captain seat, we got
Sir Comes a Lot. Hi, my name is Jay, and yeah, you can find me on no social media networks or outlets because
yes, that was a JoJo reference.
there you go. It's my cross for me, my brother from another.
It's Tommy. How's it going? You know.
Short introduction today.
Yeah,
for all of us.
You know, usually it's big and it's loud. Subtle today. I'm trying. I got a new hat. So I'm just like, it's a new day.
Yeah.
You know. And over here,
I'm JJ,
There you
and I
go.
like his new hat.
Yay!
yeah, and the new me.
Yes.
So, who wants to start this off?
Oh, I mean, I can.
Hey,
Yeah, there you
so
go.
we're gonna go
So,
this
but-
way. I'll be last. Let me be last.
All right, you can be
Okay,
last.
I'll
All
go
right,
to
that
the
works.
next one.
Perfect. The visitor gets to be last.
So, all right, I guess I'll kick mine off with like one because I have a lot of weird ones, but these are movies that defined you.
Yeah.
And I assume when you said that, just like movies that stuck with you all the way till now, that made you like movies or feel some kind of way about movies.
Yeah.
Okay. So really, I got to put my favorite movie, which I know you say you don't believe in favorites.
It's just hard because it
I think I already
updates
know.
all the time.
Mine does not. Mine has been the same for
Bingo for Tommy.
Yeah, for well over a decade, almost 2.
Already
And
know.
that's City of God.
Yeah.
It's my
I
absolute.
wrote that movie down once he said the Summit of God. So like City of God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's just it hasn't been beat yet, not even close to being beat. And it was the movie that like, oh, I have to make movies. Like I've wanted to. It was other movies that made me want to do it, And this one was like, oh, I have to. At least one before I die, because if I can make something anywhere near close to this, which I know I can't, but just trying to, I would love to do, because that movie I could watch it over and over again for the
We
rest
can
of my
film
life.
JJ chasing a chicken. That's about as close as we'll get.
It's half the movie. That's about half the movie.
I know where we
circus
can find a
geek.
chicken. I'm already wearing an old gray sweater. We can even do Rocky too.
Oh, we confused the two.
Someone in the Joe Gira is saying number 5 is Young Frankenstein for him.
Oh,
That's a good
that's
one.
a nice
I
choice.
like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah, I do like to know the peoples also. So, yeah, no, Young Frankenstein's a good one.
Somebody has Galaxy Quest.
I
never seen
picked up
that.
Steam over the years, and
I remember it being like such a dud when it came out. I was like,
Same.
I hate this movie. And then it's like, no, go rewatch it now.
it's a total cult
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
And I have, because YouTube forces me to, because it puts it on.
autoplays.
It autoplays the fuck out of it.
Tim Allen.
It's
Sigourney
the Star-
Weaver.
Oh, that one.
It's honestly the best Star Trek movie ever.
In retrospect, yeah, he's not lying. It really kind of is.
I always get that Galaxy Quest mixed up with Hitchhiker's
Oh,
Guide,
God, that movie's terrible.
but I'm gonna watch it anyway. Just gonna go through that list.
Read the manga.
Fair.
But yeah, my number 5, easy. Get that one out of the way, because you're going to criticize the fuck out of me for the rest. Yeah, City of God.
I don't think I will.
Oh, you will.
You'll
At
criticize
least
mine.
one.
Yeah.
At least one you for sure will.
Okay.
I guarantee you. But you said define, and it defined.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay.
All right. I'm going to try to go in order of when I watched / discovered these movies.
Okay.
So my number 5 is also my favorite movie ever, but it's more so for sentimental reasons. And it's because it's the first movie I ever saw in theaters, and it's also one of the only movies that I ever saw with my dad.
Nice.
And that is The Mask.
Hey, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a
Nice
good
choice.
answer.
Yeah. I'm also pretty much Stanley Ipkiss now.
He really is. Yeah.
That's fair.
He's you're missing the dog.
Yeah, I did have a bunch of dogs named Milo growing up because I loved that movie.
Oh shit.
Shit. Rest in peace, Milo 1, Milo 2, like
You're-
Bevo 1, Bevo
Bevo too, yeah.
It was a real snowball situation. Snowball 1, Snowball 2.
That's a good choice. That's a good choice.
And
yeah.
it started me down a line of, watching a bunch of comedies, a lot of Jim Carrey movies. Ace Ventura gets an honorable mention because I quoted that movie a whole lot growing up.
Yeah. I mean, like, Jim Carrey was up there to me, like in the '90s with like Robin Williams, and I feel like I'm missing one. Not Tom Hanks. Robin Williams, I say. Like as far as nostalgia for kids who grew up in that era.
There's no Robin Williams movies on my list, but there should be, because Robin Williams has always been there as
Yeah.
I feel like that's a different list. I feel like it's a list of stars who may have
Influenced you.
influence you.
Yeah, like he was the genie when I was a baby, then he
Yeah.
was Dead Poets Society when I was
about
a
to
as
say
an
teen.
that.
adult.
Yeah, there's
and Goodwill Hunting. Yeah.
Goodwill Hunting when I was a troubled young
He grew
adult.
with you.
Yeah.
He really did.
Death to
Transform.
Smoochie.
Oh yeah. Want to have a photo?
The Dark Trilogy.
I don't think we need to.
Oh, we got real dark. Yeah.
So speaking of problematic movies, I have 2 of them on my list. Sadly.
Oh, no.
Number 5 is going to be Serenity, which is on the problematic scale these days.
Serenity. Like
Firefly?
Firefly Serenity.
Why is that problematic?
Because of the director.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait a
I was
minute,
like,
hold
not
on.
Captain Mal.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He's so good, dude. I think everyone in the cast is fine or doing
Yeah.
bit
Nathan
parts.
Fillion's doing fine.
Wait, isn't not Gina Torres?
There's that one
What's
bald
the
one
twin?
that is
Yeah,
Gina
yeah,
Baldwin.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's Lawrence Fishburne's wife, I think it is.
I believe so.
Yeah, she is beautiful.
They make
I
a
don't
great
think she-
couple. Yeah.
she hasn't aged a bit.
No, not at all. And Alan Tudyk, So
And he's probably doing the best, actually.
He's in every
Isn't he in
Disney
that
animated
Alien-
movie.
Alan Tudyk, isn't he in that new show?
Alien.
Resident
Resident
Yeah.
Alien,
I
yeah.
haven't seen that yet.
He's
but
also
The
done-
voice of every animal. Like a Disney
He was
movie.
King Candy in Wreck-It Ralph, so he actually spoke words.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, after that, like they just casted him as like an animal.
Yeah,
Because
he
after
just-
that was Zootopia, and I think he was Weaselton. And before that, in Frozen, he was the Duke of Wesselton.
Oh, yeah, he was. They just
And
had
then
him
he
on
was the
retainer.
chicken in Moana.
Yeah. This is true.
Like, so he's like what's that black guy name from Mad TV? That's in like
Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar. He's
Yeah.
like almost every voice.
Every
person.
voice.
I'm like, God.
He was Static Shock and Green Lantern.
Yeah.
He was the
Everything.
droid in Rogue One.
Yes, he was. Like, holy shit, man.
That guy.
Someone in the chat is with me because they're like, Buffy used to be one of my favorite shows, and it's kind of
Buffy and Angel.
Yeah, I like
Oh
Angel.
wow,
I like
don't
Angel.
decide on me when I say Angel.
I know. No,
No,
I know
I
it's
like
silent.
Angel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
Angel.
Oh God, yeah, Dark Angel. You had it's a bunch of things that
He did Dark Angel.
did
I thought that
Dark
was
Angel.
James Cameron
I thought it was.
because it's Angel
Yeah.
with David Boreanaz, but Dark Angel
Dollhouse.
was,
He did
yeah.
Dollhouse.
Dollhouse. Yeah, I
That
remember
was it.
Dollhouse.
Yeah, Dollhouse.
God, that was like a short-lived
Yeah,
show.
he made decent shows, but he's just not a good person.
Mm.
So it just gotta, which isn't a surprise when you look at him. You're like, oh yeah,
He looked like he lacks pussy.
yeah.
Just to go back to the movie a little bit, I like the bravado of the character, and it's really just Mal's character.
Right.
Mal being is probably out of all the protagonists in the history of protagonized. Like, I like that dude a lot. That's
Yeah.
probably all it comes down to.
Of course. I mean, he's a great character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that show needed to be longer than what it was, but
Once I read script notes of where the show is going, I was like, it's probably better that
Oh,
it
really?
ended. Yeah.
oh no.
They continued it with like a couple of comics that you can now buy. Like
Yeah, but the comics are written like without those script notes. Like it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
they were like this. We think this will be a fun adventure.
Oh, God.
It'll be fun if they rob a train. But like the original script notes, like I don't know. There was like what's Mal's love interest in it?
Oh, Deadpool's
Deadpool's
wife,
wife. Yeah.
Marina Bacca.
Baccarin.
Yeah, some.
She's in that new show on NBC.
Yeah,
now. It's
Endgame.
going to get canceled real quick.
Yeah, she's also
I don't
married
remember
to.
the character's name, but yeah.
She has a baby.
It's like
She's
Enora.
also married to
It's
Jim
Enora.
Gordon from Gotham. So
yeah, everybody got it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Honora was her name.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a plot point where she was going to solve everything in season 2 because she was going to she's going to be taken away, and she was going to take a serum, and then she was going to let like all the creatures rape her, but if you rape her, that they die.
Whoa, sorry.
God.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God that wasn't done. Joss Whedon is fucked up.
I don't know how that kind of would be.
How would that even be an idea? Yeah,
Yeah.
like what the fuck? Maybe sounds like some shit Stephen King would do, but like
Yeah, that's some thinner.
very
yeah,
Stephen
that's
King
some
type
thinner.
shit.
Like
yeah.
I would say The Stand is there's a part in the book that's like really over the top.
And so it's it too.
Yeah.
It especially.
That stand,
Yeah.
like, it dealt with a shotgun and an anus. I was just like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like
Oh,
what the
okay.
fuck are you coming up with this shit, Stephen King? God damn,
He's a
man.
fucked up individual. I
Cocaine.
mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure,
I
definitely.
mean,
cocaine has a huge part.
Dreamcatcher had aliens that go up through the anus.
Oh, that's,
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of like metaphorical references to anuses.
It's not metaphorical. It was very literal.
About as on the nose as you can get.
What's for like 2 or 3 pages of a prolapse anus describing that shit. I'm like, yeah, stop it, man. I
Chapters,
get it, right?
whole chapters. It's like, god damn, this book did not need to be 575 pages. Could have cut out half of this anus shit. We could have been out here at a brisk 200. Jesus.
All right, Jordan, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is pretty simple. It's Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. It's just a homage to Kung Fu. Going home from school, after school, watching Kung Fu Wednesdays, which it looks like they're trying to bring that back. But
Oh, I'm down.
yeah, I'm going home and just watching that, eating Fruity Pebbles, just watching that. And I love Kill Bill. I just love the style of it.
Me too.
I mean,
It's one of my favorite Tarantino.
it is
movies.
one of my
I
favorite.
think I don't think it gets as much respect as it deserves.
It's because it was a little self-indulgent, but it's better on rewatch.
Yeah, I'm about to
It
say, in
is.
retrospect,
It is.
I think it's a lot better than probably you thought of it at the time. Because, yeah, at the time, it's like, oh, this is just Tarantino jacking off on Tarantino. But in retrospect, like, no, this is a good balance of him just unleashing, basically.
Which is just interesting because that film total is 3 hours, over 3 hours, correct?
Have you had both movies?
Right.
Yes.
That's almost 4 if you add both.
Oh, is that
Is it
what it is?
almost
Yeah,
4?
yeah, it's
because the
long
reason
as
why I
fuck.
bring that up because Batman is damn near almost 3 hours. It is
just
damn near
call it
almost 3
3.
hours.
Yeah.
So it's just like what changed in regards to standards wise to where they told him, yeah, you're gonna have to split this movie in half?
Yeah.
Like, what changed? Because now you got movies that are 3 fucking hours. You're like, goddamn.
With Kill Bill, it was his decision.
I thought it was studios.
No. It was Tarantino. Like,
Oh, really?
In the like director's commentary and stuff, like leading up to it, he admits that like, no, yeah, I just had too much shit, and I was like, I don't think people will want to sit through like a 4-hour like revenge movie.
Little did he know.
But
Yeah, I would.
Foreshadowing.
2 hours. Like if I cut it in half, find a good stopping point, and make it 2 separate movies, then yeah, I can get people one.
And give people 2. Get people waiting for it. By the way, that soundtrack, I
great.
love that.
Oh, it's amazing.
I love that damn soundtrack in the scene where she's like moving her feet like that.
He found that band like like a Hot Topic in Japan. Or
Really?
something like that. Yeah, like
He found him out of nowhere. It's just like,
Like
oh,
he
they
was
gotta
just
be
in
here.
a Hot Topic or some sort of clothing store, and then he heard it over the radio, and he's like, "What's the name of this band?" And then from there, they just were in the
Hot
movie.
Topic where they don't pay their employees. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Just the dialogue between Beatrix Kiddo and Bill, just that type of element to me. And the fighting scenes, like it's graphic, of course, but I just love. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I love violence. So yeah,
So does Tarantino.
I know.
Yeah.
I keep remembering
And
that
feet.
scene. Right. He loves. I keep remembering that scene that made a big controversy when Uma Thurman hit that tree when she was
Oh,
driving.
she actually got hurt. Yeah.
And she really got hurt.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, that's kind of fucked up. How come I just now know about this?"
Yeah,
but-
that came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like, but yeah, that's one of my number 5 is Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2.
It's a great choice.
Yeah,
The
it goes all down here from here.
Oh, no.
the speech with or not the speech, but the dialogue between Beatrix and Bill. When it's like Superman, blah blah blah, like that's one of my favorite dialogue moments, probably in all of film.
I love it.
Oh, it's on me again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Numero cuatro.
All right, let's see where we go from here. 'Cause
it's all downhill.
I'm gonna gradually get us there. Yeah, we're not just gonna jump over a cliff. I'm
Oh
gonna.
no, I'm roller coaster.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Tearjerkers.
I grew up in the '90s.
Okay,
I'm black. If you didn't notice that,
I couldn't tell.
Highly melanated.
yeah, I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here because you're gonna relate to this.
Yeah.
So it was a string of movies that came out in the '90s geared towards us.
Okay.
Some people like to call them hood movies. The whole a genre. To be honest, a genre I do miss.
Okay.
I get why they don't make them anymore, but it was a special place.
You want to rewrite Booty Call?
That does not count. That does not count, sir. And yes, I would. So it's an actual booty call in the movie. But yeah, no, like, so I thought of, like, as a kid, because my parents took me to see this shit when I was like 6 and 7. They didn't give a fuck because they wanted to see it. They were horror movies to me. They scared the fuck out of me. Like,
I'm
Boys in
curious,
the
like,
Hood scared the shit out of me.
True.
Like, Ricky
This is
didn't deserve to die. And I'm like, fuck, that could happen to me. Huh? I could play football and just scratch a lottery ticket. I'm gonna die. That's what I thought in my head.
Yeah.
They came fucking Menace to Society, which was one of the first movies where the main character died in a very terrible way.
Horrible way.
And even his friend, the one who was on the level,
Got fucked up.
he got fucked up the worst.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so all the good guys, well, I mean, main character wasn't exactly a good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, mixed bag. But O-Dog was the worst.
The worst.
That
What'd you
nigga
say
stayed
about my
alive.
mom?
Yeah.
Out of all the people,
Out
it's
of
like,
didn't get touched. Did not get touched.
Not once.
Not one bullet. And I'm like, God damn, so what the fuck? I don't need to go to Houston anymore.
No.
Mama, can we not ever go to Houston again?
We living a good life at this
But
point.
the movie that scared me the most, that stuck with me the longest, even still today, it's not scary anymore, but it's still, because it scared me so much as a child. Juice.
Oh! I was
Juice.
going to say Tales in the Hood.
Oh, no, that scared the fuck
Juice
out of
was
me.
scared as fuck.
Yeah, but as far as realistic hood movies, Juice scared the fuck out
He
of
just
me.
went batshit crazy.
He killed his friends. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, Tupac? What are you doing? But he said it. Yeah, I'm crazy.
I think that to me, and I guess it's just more so his background.
Yeah.
Because he was a great rapper. of
Great
course.
rapper. Good actor, too. Yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Like his
Yeah.
background with acting with Jada Pinkett Smith and that entanglement. But other than that, he's a great actor.
He was. He was he was legitimately a great actor. Well, he studied in Juilliard. So
that's what I'm saying. Like, man,
he had like
Poetic Justice.
Gridlocked is highly underrated, and that's probably one of his best performances.
True.
And when it started with Juice,
yeah,
and when he killed Big Boy,
that made me mad.
It made me both sad and frightened. I'm like, oh no.
You got the juice now.
Yeah. This is that look of, I don't want the juice. I don't want that shit. And yeah, favorite quote of that movie is Tupac looking at Omar Epps like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
When you blinked my eyes.
Yeah. It was like, oh my God, he really doesn't give a fuck. Everybody be with this motherfucker. And no one was, and he offed most of his friends. So I'm just like, I don't know where that came from, but that is the hood makes you kill your friends, ma? I don't want to go to Houston, no.
That's kind of like a little mafia movie. Like, he had to off people that I don't want you talking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's going to happen.
Whether we grew up or not together, like, yeah, you're going to die. Yeah, this is like, fuck, man. But yeah, Juice is
a good pick.
Yeah, man, I still love that movie. So that's my number 4 for sure.
Nice.
JJ, you're number 4.
My number 4. So, still trying to go in order here. After I saw The Mask, loved movies now. Really liked movies. Wanted to watch as many as I could. I stumbled across a little film from the 70s called Star Wars. But that was on TV.
Right.
And I only saw the first part. And then I heard tale that there were 2 others. So I scoured the earth for them, and I found the second one. But my number 4 was a bitch and a half for me to find in Eagle Pass. My number 4 is Return of the Jedi. Because
that one was always hard to find for whatever reason. It was
for
hard to find
whatever
with
reason,
Grange, too.
It was like impossible to find, and it was the one where I finally had to just make friends with the movie guy.
Get the hook up.
Yeah. I because I've always been shy and quiet, and especially when I was a little kid. So that really got me to man up and be like, Mom, can we go to the movie store? And she would drive me, and then I'd look around for it, and we'd be there for an hour because I'd be like, it's got to be here. I got to find it. But I don't want to talk to the scary man. So, and she'd just get frustrated and just fucking ask him.
Right.
I hated when parents used to tell you that shit.
Go
talk to him.
It's more likely they didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah.
Well, no, with my mom, it's because she doesn't speak English. So it's I have to talk to her. It's got to be me. Yeah. She can't say Star Wars. What the hell is that? And then, what the fuck is a Jedi?
Yeah, right? You have to add that in the title. Or they will give you the original.
Yeah. So because of that, I finally, familiarized myself with the movie stores and the room that I dare not enter until I was 18.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was fun. But eventually I did find it. The guy found it. He called up his distributor.
Nice.
But since we were so close to Mexico, the only copy that he could find for me was the one that had Spanish subtitles. So at first it pissed me off, but I was like, fuck it, this is the only way I can get it. I was a junkie. I was like, come on.
You was Pookie from New Jack City.
Oh, yeah. Almost made the list.
God, there's a whole bunch of Negroes in this room. Somebody grew up in the hood and was proud of it.
Oh, yeah. I think we all grew up in a variation.
Chad asked us if we saw Blood In, Blood Out, and I'm like,
goddamn right. Yeah. Obviously we did. And American Me. We saw them all.
They also dropped in some movies from their list. They dropped in E.T. and then Godzilla 2000 because that started that dude's love of Godzilla.
So here's the thing.
Oh, Godzilla, the one with where you don't see him?
I think Godzilla 2000 is
that's its own movie,
Japanese.
right?
The Japanese
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Oh,
it was
I was about to say, is that the Diddy one?
No. That's 98. 98, yeah.
Okay.
And then Japan got mad and they're like, this Godzilla's a pussy.
We got to redo this again.
Right.
But yeah, no, something I don't tell a lot of people. Actually, I tell everybody. I am a movie guy. You probably ask me about damn near any movie and I can tell you about it. Have never seen E.T.
Me neither.
Never seen it. Never have an urge. I'm not a big early Spielberg fan. I never saw Jaws either.
I understand why people like
Yeah,
Spielberg. I do like Jaws, but
Okay.
E.T. has always been one of those things where it's just like it's kind of a creepy thing.
It was fucking
I
creepy.
liked
He looked like a ball
watching
sack.
it as a kid, but it's not one that I go back to fondly. Like
Yeah.
I would much rather watch The Goonies again than
I do love the Goonies.
I've never seen the Goonies.
The
That
Goonies
one's
is
good.
real good.
That
It's
one
on
still-
Netflix.
Yeah, that one still holds up.
That's on my list.
So for my number 4, my last problematic movie here today,
Uh-oh.
super problematic.
Oh,
actually. It's American Beauty.
Oh no.
Oh, see, like,
Why? Wait. I only remember the end part of American Beauty where he kills that kid.
He doesn't kill
no,
the
no,
kid.
no, no.
You
Somebody
don't.
dies, and
Someone does die. Definitely ain't the kid. In retrospect, probably the guy who should have.
Spacey, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why I remember Kevin Spacey getting killed at the
Yeah.
end,
Yeah,
right?
Kevin Spacey dies.
He does.
So is that the reason why it's problematic?
No, Kevin Spacey
Kevin
himself. is the reason.
Kevin Spacey sleeping with someone wanting to sleep with someone underage is very problematic.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Again, in retrospect. Yeah. It's pretty bad. But man, like,
I need to put that on.
it's
my
a
list.
great movie, man.
Yeah.
It really is a great fucking movie. And it's just like, yeah, you fucked up this for us, Kevin Spacey. You really did. Because that movie's really fucking good. It was one of those movies that caught me off guard. Like, I wasn't prepared for it to be as deep and good as it was. And when I saw it, it leaves an impression on you for sure. And so, yeah, that's a good pick.
I know aspects of it are very emo, very art house, and that's why I could lose people. But I just like the overall theme where it's like life is really confusing sometimes
Yeah,
because
no matter how old you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just try to make the best of it or find the best way to live kind
Right.
of thing.
American Beauty kind of reminds me of like a slice of life anime.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it's,
That is a great way
That
to
is a
look at it.
fantastic yeah,
it's
for
nothing
sure.
happening, but the dialok in the film is what makes it to me.
It'd be less problematic if it was an anime.
Oh my gosh! Sure.
Yeah.
You want to remake American Beauty, that's how you do it.
You can just redub over Spacey.
But it's a fun fact of that movie.
Get Sean Schemmel. Let's get American.
Well, fun fact with that movie is that movie was made in editing.
Really?
The movie itself, editing made it what it was. Initially, it was supposed to be a courtroom drama.
Really?
And they cut out all the courtroom shit and just focused on,
I don't even remember a courtroom in it. So yeah.
they cut it all out and just restructured the whole thing. He was in the editing room. He's like, this movie's a lot better without the courtroom stuff. And then they just start working it as its own thing. And it came out as American Beauty. So,
Interesting.
yeah.
So, just to go to the chat real quick because they are having an interesting discussion. So E.T. was the movie that helped that dude conquer his fear of aliens, and then somebody threw in, I don't know how this is canon, but he's saying that E.T. is the dumbest alien of that species, which is why, like, that is canonically true.
Something tells me that's true.
I mean, there's so many like different
He
like
didn't seem too
spin-offs and
smart.
comics. Like
Yeah.
I get it.
He did seem like a dumbass alien. I'm not gonna lie, he really did. Like, how the fuck did you get lost, but everybody else? How did you miss the bus, E.T.?
Ooh.
Like, yeah. So yeah, no, I can buy that for sure. He looks like a dumb motherfucker. So yeah, I can do it. For sure, yeah.
Jordan, you're number 4.
Uh-oh.
Just
Here we
real
go.
quick. Honorable mention: higher learning. Almost made the list.
God damn, that's depressing. Yeah.
Very depressing. You want to talk about
Fucking
school
depressing.
shooting and all that stuff. and
Before it
racism.
was, yeah.
That was one. But my number 4 is kind of lighthearted. The Greasy Strangler.
That's not lighthearted.
I know. So it's weird. It's funny. It's off the wall, dry humor, and I love every bit of it. Like the guy dresses up, gets himself in grease, goes strangle someone, and then goes to a car wash, and his penis just look like a whoopee cushion, like not a whoopee cushion. Those chickens that makes those noises. When you
yeah.
I'm like, that type of shit just funny to me. I don't know, but the Greasy Strangler is number 4 for me.
That's good. That's fair. It's a movie that exists, so yeah.
True.
Yeah.
It's a fair movie. It's a movie that few people don't know about, but it's one of my favorite movies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
So I like that.
Yeah.
It's all down here from here. Depressing. I'm serious.
Well, you might as well have thrown high alert.
Tommy, you're number 3.
All right, now it gets we're still gradually going down. But so this next movie taught me that death was a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was very depressing. And I did not see it coming. And it was probably one of the most, I think it is on the list of like most shocking movie deaths, typically if it's a list for it. It's My Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, My Girl.
My Girl.
With Macaulay Culkin.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, you don't want to.
No?
You don't want to.
Add it anyway.
Oh my God! Like as a child, it was marketed as a kids movie. Had fucking Macaulay Culkin in it for God. Dan Aykroyd, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I'm like, okay, this is fun. I should have known when that bitch opened, when the opening of the movie, when the dad was a fucking undertaker, and they lived in the funeral home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, okay, this is different. But she meets her friend, Macaulay Culkin, with glasses, mind you.
Okay.
I think this is pre-Home Alone Macaulay Culkin. if I'm not
he's
mistaken.
really little.
Yeah, he's really young. And when I saw this, I was like maybe 5 or 6 probably. And so, it starts off regular kids movie. They have their first kiss together, they're best friends. He's allergic to bees. They did mention that. Didn't think nothing of it. So the movie continues. He goes off by himself. Oh, lo and behold, there's a beehive there. And lo and behold, the bees sting him.
Oh, no.
They cut away. Next thing you know, the girl comes in. It's like, I can't find. So I forgot what his name was. I can't find him. Dan Aykroyd just sitting there, just looking heartbroken as fuck. And she's like, oh, it's a funeral? She goes in. Sure enough, the person in the casket is Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, shit.
So she's fucked up. She looks at him. He's not wearing his glasses. Still, this fucking part gets me where she's like, he can't see without his glasses. He needs
The chat's
his
like
glasses.
straight. He can't see without his glasses.
God damn, man. It's one of the, God damn. I'm like, fuck.
I'm definitely watching.
Oh my God, it's depressing as shit. He has the bee stings on his face and the casket I'm like, God damn. I hate this fucking movie, but I did see My Girl too. There's no death in that one, so that's good. It's a sequel, an unnecessary ass sequel. But it is a sequel to it. And I actually like My Girl too fairly well because of the no bee death in there. But yeah, no, it definitely defined me to be like, oh, don't ever judge a movie by what you think it is because the shit can turn real bad real quick no matter what you watch. So
Those are the best type of movies, though.
no, as an adult, absolutely.
Yeah.
As a young child, no.
Fuck you up.
Oh, yeah, man.
Mini PTSD.
Let me tell you something, Jeff. If I go into a goofy movie, I don't want to see them get massacred. Like, that's not what I'm expecting. That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
So yeah,
It's not a
no.
Land of End of Time, whatever that dinosaur movie.
No, yeah, that literally came up in the chat.
The Land Before Time, yeah, did that shit too. Fuck you, 90s and your goddamn kids movies, man.
Somebody else brought up Finding Nemo is their number 3. Also traumatic death.
Who died?
Who died?
The wife.
That's at the beginning.
And all the other kids.
Right.
Nemo had siblings.
No, he did. He was the last man standing, JJ.
I'm not gonna be able to do this properly, but it's like tell me a really dramatic movie plot. It's like, so a whole person's family is massacred, and the only one left is a father and his handicapped son that he needs to take care of.
I'm trying to think. Was there a movie
And then he gets kidnapped.
Yeah. Oh no! And then the only ally is someone who can't remember things.
I think they in the blurb that I read it in, it's like, and the only one that can help him is a mentally disabled person.
Oh my God! I would like someone to do that with like every Pixar and Disney movie. Up would be great to do that shit with.
I feel like somebody asked once, like, hey, they made a post on Facebook, and I think it was Nick or someone that name a movie and I'll ruin it. And then when I put Up, I was like, I don't think you can ruin this. It's a dumb kids movie. And it's like, the only thing that matters in Up is the first 15 minutes, and after that, you probably don't remember what happened.
And you don't. I don't. I absolutely
That I
don't.
do agree
Yeah. I used to call Up my favorite Pixar movie, and my ex was like, what else is good about that movie? I was like, well,
Just to see.
The dog. The dog was great. Yeah, he's like, get the fuck out of here. It's not good. But yeah, that's pretty accurate.
JJ, you're number 3.
Up. No. No. My number 3, it's...
Yes, Silence Gaming, his shirt says what you think it says.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But that's coming up later.
Oh, my God, I didn't notice that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. You'll
But
tell me later.
my number 3 started my love of all things action. It was my gateway drug into Bruce Lee and Kung Fu. And it's got to be the man himself, Jackie Chan's First Strike, baby.
Nice. I like it.
I got into an argument last week about Rumble in the Bronx First Strike.
But
First Strike.
it's a tough call,
Yeah.
but
I
think
like the plot of Rumble in the
I do
Bronx
too.
better.
I
That's
do
that.
I do like Rumble in the Bronx.
I do like Rumble in the Bronx a lot.
It edges
I don't
it
want
out
no
for-
trouble.
Rumble in the Bronx edges it out for me in terms of my preference because I actually got to see Rumble in the Bronx in theaters recently.
Really?
Ooh.
Alamo Drafthouse before Corona just
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
screens random movies from time to time.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
And it was the cool thing was my brother lived with me for like a small period of time. We were both trying to get a job at the same place. So while he was staying with me and I had my own place and everything, the Alamo Drafthouse by our apartment was screening Rumble in the Bronx. It was like on a Thursday, and I was like, "Dude, you want to go? You want? Fuck it, let's call in. Let's go." And yeah, we went to go watch, and it's fun. I Rumble in the Bronx gets a super honorable mention, but I saw Jackie Chan's First Strike first, and it was the one that like I said, got me hooked. And it's like after that, okay, like. Then I found Bruce Lee. Then I found Jet Li. And then I had already made friends with the dude at the movie store. So I'd be like, hey, can you get like this movie?
Dude, I saw like 500 Jet Li movies, and I don't remember shit about it. Like outside of the big ones that everyone talks about.
The
like,
one that always stuck with me out of like his early work was The Defender or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was only because like The Protector had already come out. And I was like, the fuck is this?
and I'm not sure if it's the Defender or Contract Killer, but I'm seeing like the VHS blocks, and he's wearing like a SWAT thing with the gun.
It's gray. It's gray. It's like a silvery cover. Yeah, it's Contract Killer.
No, in The Defender, he's a bodyguard, so he's wearing like a hitman suit.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't the one I saw.
Also, shout out to Super Cop because I liked Super Cop.
Super Cop.
Yeah, I like
Super Cop. I was really trying to watch like in theaters.
Yeah.
But it was rated R. And this was
Oh.
like before I found out that our theater didn't give a shit.
Was this an Eagle Pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is-
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck. LaGrange didn't give a shit.
Joe Gira is saying the one is the Jet Li film I remember. I remember everything probably post him
That was his
coming
American
over.
debut. Yeah,
Well, no, his American debut was Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon 4. Yeah, you're all right.
But
But came the one. Yeah.
Everything after that I remember, but it's
about
just
Actually,
Romeo
no,
Must
Romeo
Die.
Must Die.
Yeah.
And then Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah.
God.
Fuck, he was in a lot of movies. Yeah.
when they were doing the racial draft, like Joe,
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle in that time, I'm like, Jet Li could be drafted by black people.
Oh, absolutely. Because he had. Oh God, we're missing one. It was like a trilogy.
Oh,
It was Romeo
it's
Must.
with DMX.
That's Cradle to the Grave.
That's Cradle to the Grave. No, he did one with Steven Seagal, right? Or am
No,
I-
he didn't. Do, but I thought he did
No,
two
yeah,
with
with
DMX.
He did.
He did
God
Romeo
damn it!
Must-
Now I got to
He
do
did
it.
Romeo Must Die and Cradle to the Grave. Those are the two he did.
He did one more.
He did one more
He
with
did
DMX?
one more, and I cannot remember it, and that should tell you a lot. If the
Not
Jack
Kiss of
can
the
help
Dragon,
us out.
But I think Kiss of the
He,
Dragon's
yeah, he
my
was in
favorite.
Kiss of the Dragon. Too. Yeah.
That was my favorite.
I like
new
out of
brutal.
those. Yeah, that was my favorite too because that one really kind of stood
Kiss
out.
the Dragon. What was that one? Is that
Kiss of
The
the
one
Dragon.
where he's in France.
That's where he fights the twins. Oh, all right. Well, like they look like Ukrainian twins, and just
See,
fucking drops one on his neck. But that's all.
Oh, that one. Okay.
The new
Unleashed was good too.
Yeah. Oh, Unleashed.
Oh.
Unleashed
Unleashed was
is not
shit.
really a Jet Li film. They made it a Jet Li film.
Yeah.
But it was just a crime. It was a movie about a violent person, and
Yeah.
originally that role was going to go to The Rock.
Really?
Good job.
God, okay.
Good job. Which, can I say something real quick before you get to your shit?
Yeah.
Just a small rant.
Fuck The Rock.
Yes. Because if I'm not mistaken, Black Adam is Egyptian, is he not?
Yes.
So
Yes.
how come the Injustice character can speak Egyptian, but The Rock can't even make the effort to do that? Now I should have sworn I should have known better when that motherfucking the Scorpion King didn't do that shit and barely could say Egyptian with haiku, my shit. Like, at least try, dude. Get some versatility at this particular point, man. Like, that's stupid.
I'm not going to defend him. I'm just going to say that Halle Berry tried to do like Jamaican accent to be Storm, and after that they were just like,
no, don't try anymore.
Even though she couldn't do that, her record speaks for itself. She got versatility. This nigga don't have that. Yeah, beige nigga.
Is he in the jungle in this one?
I'm sure there's a jungle in there.
There's got to be a jungle in there somewhere. Yeah, I had the same issues. Like, okay, I'm familiar with Black Adam from the comics. This ain't really Black Adam. It's a whole new thing. But,
Yeah.
I mean, he, I guess, looks the part. He just ain't got the accent. Or the Widow's Peak.
Yeah.
Got to have the Widow's Peak.
I hope Peacemaker makes an appearance because then we get John Cena versus The Rock. That's about it.
He won't. But
Thrice in a
great.
lifetime.
I was playing that shit all day when I was at Paco. So he's like, dude, how many fucking times do you memorize the moves in this damn intro? I was like, yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh, no. It makes me so uncomfortable. I skip it every time. I can't.
Love that shit. Yeah, sorry. Didn't mean to take away.
No, that's fine.
Kiss of the Dragon was the one I was thinking of.
That was also the other thing that I was going to bring up. That was one of the most brutal movie deaths. It's like, this is a forbidden move called the Kiss of the Dragon.
Yeah.
You're going to start bleeding from your
the eyes, yeah.
your nose,
Your ears.
Yeah. I like that. That one was different than like Romeo Must Die and Cradle to the Grave. Like it stood out.
I feel like Romeo Must Die was just like a dumb Friday night
It was
movie.
terrible.
Exit Wounds was the one with
Exit
Steven
Wounds.
Seagal.
Yes, that was the one.
Was he in that?
No, it was Steven Seagal and DMX.
Okay.
I
was like, no.
Will never happen again for me to get Steven Seagal and Jet Li mixed up, but I did that time because those movies I think are all made by like Joel Silver, like they were all in the same cluster, and yeah, those movies were fucking terrible. Early 2000s had some terrible ass movies, man. To me, that's the worst time in film ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we
That's
had the
where
Charlie's
City of
Angels
God came
movies.
from.
Yeah, it's true. It's probably why it stood out so much. The bar was set so low. Yeah.
Probably also why something hasn't topped it yet because like everything else in comparison,
Yeah, not even close, JJ. Like,
between everything else isn't that
Like a
miles away.
I think in the 2000s they had Bowdy Bowdy. That's how
All those
horrible.
old masterpiece movies.
Oh my! I thought you was gonna go there initially. I was like,
Oh,
you better not put. I
that's
got
too
to look up
niche.
on this motherfucker.
That's too. They came out of
Yeah.
part 2, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen them both. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm also staying in the realm of Kung Fu for my number 3.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, quick recommendation for you, Jordan.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Paper Tigers?
Oh, I like that.
That's on Netflix,
It's
right?
on
It's on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
I heard about it, but
It
no,
is good.
It's really good.
It does seem like a Jordan movie.
Oh, and Paper Tigers. That's not the Bill Burr special.
No.
Okay, good.
But my number 3, it mixes all the elements that I loved of Kung Fu with fantastical storytelling. Like, it's literally a fairy tale, but it's a really like interesting fairy tale about trying to be a better person, and that's Kung Fu Hustle.
Oh,
When JJ stayed with me, we watched that. I kind of fell asleep, but I was like, yeah, I remember that movie. Okay,
yeah, very underrated. I like that one.
I'm putting.
I think I love Stephen Chow's movies the most, but that's because he doesn't have a very big filmography.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Does he still make movies?
I heard, and I don't know if it's true because I'm
Fell
not
off the face of the earth.
he owes money to the Chinese mob or
Oh,
something.
you need to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low key. Stay as low key as possible, Stephen Chow.
I don't know if that's true or not, but the last movie he made was CJ7, which no one really even.
I remember CJ7.
I
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
It wasn't very
It's
good.
not good.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard or seen him since, so yeah.
But I mean, I loved Shaolin Soccer. I love Kung Fu Hustle the most, to the point that I've thought about getting the lollipop tattoo.
You should.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah. I remember I used to please forgive me. I used to get Kung Fu Hustle and Kung Pao mixed up sometimes.
Can I order that Kung Fu? Shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Someone is saying he's making Kung Fu Hustle 2. I don't even know if that would make sense. Like,
No one
At this
I don't
point,
think
no.
anyone remembers the first. It's such a niche. I mean, people who remember it, but like,
I would put it in line that it's like, because it's such a good classic fairy tale from the way that it starts to the way it ends, like it would be like the people when they talk about once in a while that they want to make a sequel to The Princess Bride. It's like, do you really need to? Like, the book's closed.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
It's a lightning in a bottle. You got it. Yeah, leave it be.
Also, Fred Savage is like a grandpa now. But.
Yeah, he really is. He's got grays.
I mean, also, like, I don't know if you make that movie without Andre the Giant, like, and all the other cast. The
Everyone's
cast
old as shit now.
or dead.
Or dead, yeah. Like,
The whore.
yeah.
Is Billy Crystal still alive?
He is.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
He's sitting somewhere courtside of the Clippers game.
But Inigo Montoya has gotten big.
He's on Criminal Minds.
He was.
He was.
Jordan, on to your number 3. Well, just quick note, real quick. Somebody had Evil Dead as their favorite number 3. Just
Which
as a
one?
horror movie.
Which one?
I'm pretty sure they mean the original. I don't think.
The new one was actually pretty good.
Two's the
I'm
best.
disappointed in that guy, though. Petty
Oh, yeah, after his last
At
movie.
that fucking Texas Chainsaw
That
Massacre
shit is
that
fucking
was
terrible.
garbage.
Oh my God! It really took away any credibility that man had. One movie, you built it up with 3, you lost it with 1. It's that bad.
It's horrible.
It is fucking terrible.
I actually thought that movie X was supposed to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the preview.
It's Ty West, and he just pays homage to old horror movies.
I actually like
Ty West.
because he did Sacrament, which is the Jim Jones.
Oh, did he do that?
He did that one.
I know he did Innkeepers. That was a good one.
and he
And I
also
forgot the
did-
first one, House of the Devil.
I've never seen that one.
Yeah, that one's
Oh,
good
no,
too.
I think I did.
But
he also did what's that fucking movie? You're Next. He did some parts of You're Next.
I think he might like co-wrote it or something like that. Yeah, he was a part of that. That's a good movie.
My fascination with horror.
Yeah.
Sorry. My number 3. Speaking of horror, I have a. This is gonna sound really bad. I have a really fascination with serial killers, like from
that's
Jim
fine.
Jones.
I mean, Netflix makes a whole living off of that.
right.
Every woman with a podcast almost makes a living off
Everyone
that.
with that podcast.
That's how I knew about Serial. That whole situation, I was like, okay, this is a good podcast. Season 1 is, but season 2 sucks. But my number 3 is the new one with, I think his name is Elijah. He played in Come Something. Elijah Wood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
That his version.
Maniac.
Maniac.
Yeah.
The introduction alone. First of all, the aspect of seeing it from his point
First
of view.
part, yeah.
But the introduction alone, where he's like, "Please don't scream," and she makes an attempt, and before she even gets a word out, he just guts her.
Yeah.
And in the process of her falling down, he scalps her. Like, that shit to me is like perfect shit to me.
Dude, I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you have. A lot of people haven't though, which is weird. It's really good. Like, yeah.
There's the original, of course. There's the original Maniac.
No, I mean, but you can see like Elijah Wood right there. Like, I had never heard of it, and I thought Elijah Wood just stopped making movies after
Chilling around Austin. So.
No, he
I heard
made,
he goes to the comic shop every once in a while.
right. He did make that movie, the suspense movie, with the dad thing.
I was about to say, like, I think the last time I saw him, like,
He's made some good movies.
was Sin City, where he is also
a serial killer.
I know he was. Well, I had heard about.
Oh,
Maniac.
Everything is Illuminated. That might be another movie I saw him in.
Is that the one where he's the crazy neighbor?
No, Everything Illuminated is where he goes to. I
That's
think
the one I was
Ukraine.
thinking. Yeah.
He goes to Ukraine, and it's like, I'm a vegetarian. It's like, you don't eat beef. What
No.
about chicken?
I think there was one on Netflix where he's the crazy neighbor.
Yes, and that one is very good.
Yeah.
Crazy Neighbor. What's it?
Yeah, I'm trying to
I
find
don't
the
remember the
name
name
of
of it because I never.
Crazy-
It's a
actually
long
watched.
name. Yeah, it's a
Crazy
long
Neighbor.
title.
Crazy Neighbor just reminds me of my mom's a serial killer for some reason.
Oh, Serial
Oh,
Moms.
yes.
Yeah.
Fucking
I love
Serial
that.
Mom
With
should have
Kathleen
made my
Turner, right?
list. Yes.
I remember
'Cause that
seeing
one
That's a
really
good
was.
She was sitting in the courtroom. She's concerned about this broad wearing white shoes after Labor Day. Like, you are crazy, bitch. Okay? You need Jesus in your life. But yeah, that's my number 3, Maniac. Just because seeing things from that first point of view, how they redid that whole thing, it was just perfect.
Yeah, and the one we were talking about, JJ, is I don't feel at home in this world anymore.
There we
I
go.
remember
Yeah,
that one.
that one is
I
good.
remember that one. That was weird.
Oh, okay, I
It's
wanted
on
to see
Netflix.
that one, and then I just never made it.
Yeah,
I never pressed
it took
play.
me a while to get. It's short, so it's a quick in and out, but it's a decent movie.
There's like that and like a really existential breakup movie that I forgot that I wanted to watch.
Oh yeah,
But it was like a janitor in the background, and the dude,
I know. Like I vaguely remember so many movies because he's so low key.
yeah.
And it's just like do some bigger stuff, Elijah Wood, if you can. You know, I mean, it's whoever's hiring you, but man's got the talent.
Too busy being a DJ. What's
Oh
your,
yeah, him and Hodor. Yeah, no. So my number 2, right? We're 2. The rest of these are kids' movies, and this one I just love. I still do love it. Like I watched it probably a few years ago. Still held up. Still, like it's probably the most nostalgic movie. Like if I watch it, I'm a kid again, and it's Camp Nowhere.
Oh,
Fucking love Camp Nowhere.
with
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, I thought this was the one with that girl that keep overdosing.
Oh no ODs. This is PG.
Oh, okay. In real life.
Oh, I don't know.
Demi Lovato. There we go.
Oh yeah, no.
that
It's
movie.
before her time.
Oh,
This is
shit.
94.
dude?
Add it
That's
to the list.
you're thinking Camp Rock.
Okay.
I don't fuck with that shit. Yeah. That's a Disney Channel
Added
shit.
that to my list.
Yeah, no. With Camp Nowhere, I fucking love because it was every dream of a kid in the 90s. Like, oh, we get to have our own camp, do whatever the fuck we want to do with zero parental supervision. Okay,
Right,
and that's
right.
the way it plays out. And it's just a fun little lighthearted movie, man.
Nice.
And I just love it. Like it's a feel good movie for me. It's comfort food.
Yeah.
And it just it just made me. I watched it probably 60 times as a kid.
I know I'm not the market demographic for it. I'm twice as old as it is, but I don't feel like they make teenage movies anymore.
Well, it's really more of a kid. It's that preteen.
Yeah, like
Preteen
Mighty
movie.
Ducks,
Yes.
Sandlot, things like that.
That's
I don't
it.
think they make
They
those.
don't. You are absolutely fucking correct. It's like a dead genre almost because they not only did they make them, but they made them with a little edge and a little maturity.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, you're right.
Wait.
And I thought the same thing. Like they do not make movies geared towards like preteens and shit anymore.
Like I've seen
well,
TikToks where they make fun of things like the Three Ninjas and things
Yeah.
like that, and I was like, they don't make any of those,
Not
do they?
at all?
The closest thing is Paper Tigers. And that's for us.
I was just thinking, wait, you said preteen, but I was like, no, Project X wouldn't fall.
No, that's a teen movie.
That's
Yeah, that
also
was-
10 years ago.
yeah. And they don't even make teen movies anymore, really. But I don't know what teenagers do now. So I don't do they
TikTok.
party? I don't know.
The movie, my favorite movie of not last year, but the year before was a teen movie. It was the Exploding People movie, Spontaneous.
Oh, I love that movie.
Spontaneous is excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
But I feel like that was so under like wraps that
Yeah.
like the average teenager didn't watch it.
I feel like Gen Z would love that fucking movie.
But it was not marketed.
It wasn't marketed like at all.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear about it until Brian was like, "That was my favorite movie," and I was like, "What is it?" And then I bought it. Like,
Yeah, so did I. I
Yeah.
bought it like sight unseen completely. It was one of the few movies I've like watched blind. I didn't see a trailer for it. I just saw like, oh, people are talking about this movie. I look on Rotten Tomatoes, it's like fucking 94%. I'm like, whoa, okay.
It's a good film.
Yeah, and I watch, I'm like, this is very good. Like,
Speaking of side note,
Yeah.
So it has a young lady from 13 Reasons Why. I
I
remember
didn't
one.
even realize.
yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah,
her.
it has her in it. I just remember faces. I don't remember names too well. So it has her in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember watching 13 Reasons Why when it first came out. You
Same.
could see the suicide scene. Because it made so much controversy, that scene is pretty much cut the fuck out.
Yeah, no, they did. They cut it. They
I thought
practically
that's
cut it
the
out.
dumbest thing you can ever do. But again,
Yeah.
I get why. Sorry, it's just a little side note, but I just thought that was like the dumbest fucking thing. I'm like, you want to accurately depict something like that.
Yeah, and
But
Euphoria would have done it. But like,
shit, all them frontal nudity and penises and that dude fucking all them. Look, man.
that show is completely off the rails, man.
God,
it's a great show, but it's like, god damn. Like, I do
Can't
not
really
want a
top that.
teenager. Yeah.
I don't know if anyone knows about this. The Netflix anime remake of Japan Sinks. Don't watch it.
What
They
is
say.
it?
Japan Sinks. It's like an anime remake.
Oh, I've never seen that. I don't want to now.
I feel like every time it's Japan, don't watch it. Like it's either really weird bodily horror or it's about nuclear bombs. And nuclear bombs is actually worse than
Yeah, these days we don't want to see shit
Wait,
like
how
that.
weird can you go from Audition and Ishi the Killer? Like, how
That's
off the wall can
Those
you go
are
from that?
classics, though.
I'm just saying, you can't go any fucking weirder than that.
Yeah. Yeah. That was.
Old Boy is Korean, but I think that might be a little bit weirder.
I love Old Boy. It's one of my
We
favorites, man.
talking about the old one, right?
Yes,
Not the
old
Spike Lee
movie.
version.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Jesus.
But yeah, no. Back to kids' movies. Yeah. Camp Nowhere. Definitely defined me growing up for sure.
JJ, your number 2.
It's time. I'm not even supposed to be here today. My number 2 is Clerks. An honorable mention to Clerks 2.
Yeah, I got the movie shirt on.
I'm definitely having that too. God
Yeah,
damn it.
Clerks and Clerks 2 came along to me like at just like the perfect moment for me to get the most out of those movies. Because Clerks 1, when I found it, I was like recently graduated from high school and I was working at a retail shop. I was working at Kohl's. I don't think I signed any papers that say I can't say anything.
Did they pay you in Kohl's cash?
Yes.
You're like, might as well.
Kind of, yeah. So I would always know when stuff was getting marked down, and if there was like something really sweet that I wanted, like a hoodie, I was
Yeah.
like,
Nice.
I'll just wait until this bitch goes down to 80. I'll hide it in the shoe warehouse. But yeah, I was working at Kohl's, and you know, in Clerks, they work like at retail, a convenience store. Not exactly the same, but you know,
Not too far off.
yeah, not too far off. And then like every like line of dialogue that Randall delivered, I was like, this is the way I feel. Randall
not
is
get
my
along with
spirit
Dante?
animal.
What about Dante?
I didn't have a Dante.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, but like, so all I dealt with were the customers, and I was like, oh, God damn it.
I
What
need
do
a
you want?
Dante.
I mean, even in universe, he works in another part of the store. Like,
Oh, that is true, yeah.
On an average day, when they're not bullshitting, there's a wall dividing.
There
them.
is, yeah. One's a video store clerk
Just
and
that
one's a
Randall
convenience
didn't give
store
a fuck
clerk.
anyway.
Yeah, he really didn't give a fuck. But yeah, wasn't Randall the video store clerk?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that was the other thing too, that Randall like genuinely likes movies.
Yeah.
And then you would, and I was like, yeah, damn, like Randall's my guy.
Yeah. It's a very likable character.
Right.
Yeah.
You embody Randall.
This job would be great if it weren't for all the fucking customers.
I mean, you're
Is that
not.
where the shirt came from?
That's
this
Clerks
is Clerks
2.
2.
Yeah.
Ah. Got
Did you
it.
go to the Kevin Smith thing that he was doing
When he
here?
debuted the
Yeah.
reboot? Nah, I couldn't go.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that, and then they also had a movies bar.
Yeah, a pop-up. Yeah, both
it's a
times I
reboot?
couldn't go.
Yeah. They make
Or is this the same one? They just
No, it's they call it a reboot, but
yeah,
it's a
it's
sequel.
just a sequel. Yeah.
Oh, Clerks 2.
No, it was Jay and Silent Bob.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they did
It's
the
on
It's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
That's right.
Yeah. They're making a Clerks 3, by the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm
I heard
hyped
about
for
that.
it.
Yeah.
I heard for the longest time that was like a no-go because of awkward breakups or something. Like
Oh,
that's
no.
what I-
Yeah, they've never said specifically who, but I think it's the actor that played Randall. He
Blonde guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He married Dante's girlfriend in the movie. Like in real life, the actress and him,
Oh.
they met on set and
Nice.
they hit it off and they got married.
Oh, shit.
So, like, I speculate that it might have been him that was holding everything up, that he just didn't want to go back to being Randall.
What
And
the fuck else is he going to do?
I mean, he wasn't an actor to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a paycheck,
They
dude.
just
Just
got
take it. Yeah.
They just got lucky that, like, Clerks hit big.
Big, yeah.
And I think Dante, the guy that plays Dante, was the only, like, actual actor out of all of them.
I can see that. Yeah.
Like 3 of Kevin Smith's friends play bit parts. Like one of the dudes from Comic Book Man plays 3 different roles.
Oh, my God.
3 different extras because it was
It's low budget,
Low
man.
budget.
It's super low budget.
my
Kevin
friend-
Smith was working at the Quick Stop at the time.
Yeah.
It's the only reason they were allowed to film there, and he had to film at night.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
why it's in black and white.
Yeah. Makes sense.
that was one of my favorite. Like when I was getting into films and being
Yeah.
a super nerd, that it was like.
I've never seen those movies.
um,
Just put it down on my list.
Oh, the
For
movie's
sure.
black and white because it's the depths of life and how like everything is like blah blah blah, and then it's like, no, dude, I just couldn't afford color.
That's all it was. Yeah.
Couldn't afford color balancing because of the fluorescent lights. But when he was parading the movie in like film festivals and stuff, someone, like, I think in a random interview said, like, I really like that it's in black and white because it makes it seem like it's supposed to be like the security camera's perspective. Is that what you were going for? And he was like, yes, exactly.
Disagree with it. Disagree with it.
Like, you just give a shout out to that whole era of movies, honestly. That early 90s Sundance kids, like, you had...
Tying it sort of back to Quentin Tarantino and everything, like, after Clerks won some kind of award. I don't know if it was the Palme d'Or or whatever, like the Sundance.
It was Sundance, yeah.
Yeah. He won it, and he told like the people in charge of it, he's like, next year you're gonna have like a bunch of people like bring in their movies.
Doing this shit.
He made it for nothing. He made it for like next to nothing. It's like people are gonna find out that like this movie that I made on a $2,000 budget.
Yeah.
And then the next year El Mariachi.
El Mariachi, and then Reservoir Dogs not too long, and
I've never seen it.
I think like everything that was on a big screen. That's kind of why
Slacker with Richard Linklater.
Yeah. Everything that was on a big screen was kind of bad from probably like 2000 to like 2007. Like it might be. There's a couple hidden gems, but
I'd say like 05.
That
Maybe
probably
06,
might.
yeah, you're right. It took like a solid 5-6 years to get shit to right the ship, because that shit was terrible, man. Everything was wire foo.
I just remember like being a teenager, people talking about like, no, Van Helsing's a great movie.
God damn it! I heard that so many
Shut
times.
up, Alfred. I know you like Kate Beckinsale. I do too.
We all do.
That's where the Underworld movies took off too.
Those were shitty. Resident Evil.
Yeah.
God damn, Columbia really fucked up. Charlie's Angels and Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. Hold on, time out on that one. Charlie's Angels was good.
It was not.
Full Throttle wasn't bad. Okay.
They were both pretty bad.
It took
Charlie's Angels had a kid playing Final Fantasy VII 2-player.
Final Fantasy, the movie.
That was a movie?
That was
The Spirits Within.
Yes,
Don't watch it.
You do not ever need to watch that shit.
sure you
No,
don't
don't you put that on the list.
I don't even think you can find it.
I don't either.
I have
YouTube.
my ways.
You are right. Napoleon Dynamite is good.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But it's not. It wasn't a big release. Like it was
independent.
It was an independent movie.
Yeah. That was so good that they then released it a little bit wider, but it really caught on DVD.
Somebody is also bringing up Mean Girls. I don't think that's a big release either. That's just kind of.
No, that one was.
Trust this skank.
And that one is good.
Bitch.
Yeah.
She's so mean. She's one fugly slut.
I love Mean Girls.
God.
There is a couple of gems.
You're going to get a couple just by default. You gotta get
I
some
can't help
good
it if
ones.
I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. Damn it, why do I remember that goddamn?
Oh, I do too.
Jeez Louise.
It's just a great movie. Yeah. You go, Glen Coco.
Yeah. You don't even go here. Sorry. Go ahead.
You're good, dude. But I mean, just to piggyback off all that it's like there was a lot of like diamonds in the rough, and that like not that were they would be called like A24 films and stuff now, but they were
Miramax back then.
Miramax back
Yeah.
then. Like I remember.
Oh, that's problematic.
He ain't lying. He really ain't lying.
Why?
Weinstein.
Weinsteins. Oh, one Weinstein. The other one's just gone now. I don't know what the fuck happened to Bob.
He's probably still
He's
in
in
Epstein
bed.
Island.
His brother fucked it up so bad he can't show his face.
Yo, you know what's crazy is that I be watching some of these random shows and I'm like, I see the Weinsteins. I'm like,
Ooh, yeah.
I'm like,
Might want to take that out. Yeah.
That's what puts like movies like Dogma in development hell.
Dogma's still not been
Yeah.
re-released, which is a fucking shame.
If you look it up on eBay, it's like a $90 movie.
Yeah. I had that
Damn.
I had the
it's
special.
not on any platforms?
I should have bought
Nope.
it.
Nope. I had that special edition DVD, JJ, and I gave it away.
I bought Clerks like 5 times.
Oh my
and
god!
I kept skipping over Dogma because it was always on Comedy
It
Central.
was always on. That's why I got rid of it. I'm like, okay, this movie's everywhere. What the fuck? And then like you cannot find it anywhere anymore. And I'm like,
I found a way to
fuck.
bootleg it.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure you
have my
can.
ways.
Yeah.
Illegal activities on the next list.
R.I.P. Sam. My number 2 is just an explanation. Like, if the movies are supposed to be an explanation of you, this is an explanation of my scene and an explanation of like just what it was like kind of growing up. And it's just SLC Punk. On that note of
That's
other
nice.
movies,
That is nice. I was thinking about putting Spun on mine.
Oh, that would be great.
That would have been good.
SLC.
SLC
Salt
Punk.
Lake City Punk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that movie.
It stars Shaggy.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard.
SLC Punk.
Yeah. It's a good one.
You said Spun?
Spun, yeah.
SPUN?
Yeah.
Like, there's like movies I've never seen. I feel like I skipped over that. Some movies because
It's that early. Was this late 90s?
This is
early
99.
2000s? 99, okay.
I had to watch
So
it
Spun
in
was like
retrospect.
01. Yeah.
But I
really?
mean, being into punk rock was like, oh yeah, like here's no effects. This band has been around since 1988. They are as old as I am.
Yeah. Yes,
Actually,
they were.
1983. They're
Oh my
way
God.
older than me.
Holy shit. But yeah, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
It's very. It's a gem.
I'm sad that we don't get many very good music movies in general. Like, there's off the top of my head, if we don't count things that are musicals, we get
Right.
Almost Famous and
Early 2000s. That was good though. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And what's the Lady Gaga movie? Star is Born.
Star is Born, which is like the 4th version of that movie.
It's been remade a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's it. You don't get a lot of good like road movies or band movies. I think I might be
No,
missing.
you're right. Like
'cause-
Once is also a good one.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Once, like it's a musical, but it does something different to where the music is it's fluid. Like
It's crazy.
Selena
Heart
is
count.
good. You're right.
Crazy Heart kind of counts. Yeah,
Yeah, Selena is also is good, but that's more
that's a
biographical.
biopic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Once, literally, it's just
I mean,
about this
if-
guy who just plays the guitar and
Yeah.
just goes around and he sings his songs. It's a story. He falls in love with the girl. She sings with him, and it's a day in the life of type movie. It's very small and low budget, but
I
it's
feel
good.
like
What was the movie you
biopics
said?
shouldn't count.
Crazy
though.
Heart.
They should-
Crazy Heart.
Yeah, Crazy Heart's very good. Yeah, biopic shouldn't count.
Yeah, because good or bad, there's the Elton John, Freddie Mercury, and even NWA movies.
Yeah,
So
got Ray Charles about to have Elvis. So yeah, it's like-
I saw a clip where Ray Charles is like literally saying Elvis ain't shit.
yeah, I remember that.
And he's like, don't ask me no more questions because I don't want to lose any more fans. But he's right. I mean, yeah, he did steal rock
He
and roll.
stole a fuck ton. Yeah.
He stole it. Chuck Berry is rolling in his grave right now. Like,
I don't
y'all
know if
making
you
a
saw the
biopic.
trailer to that Elvis movie. You need
I
to
did.
Yeah, that shit was.
I did. I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah,
done
that's
with that.
exactly what I said.
watched
too. I was like, you sure are throwing a lot of
I would
black
be-
people in here to try to balance this out,
I'll
huh?
be at home rewatching Booty Call again. No.
Booty Call, honorable mention.
It is. Has to be. Has to be.
You seen Booty Call?
Of course, I've seen. It was on FX all the time.
Oh god.
You know what's funny is when we were talking about remaking it, I was like, you would order the condoms and then they would be wrong. Like
Yeah.
that's how that movie would work.
Yeah, they have to have saran wrap somewhere in it. Saran wrap plays a
Yeah.
crucial role in that movie.
That fucking dog and put it on the fire escape.
Oh, yeah.
God damn. Okay, I know my number 2.
All right.
This is where it gets depressing.
Oh no,
So my number 2 is Platoon.
that's not depressing.
It is because I saw it with my dad. This is like we know what Jay-Z said. He saw the movie with his dad. Platoon I saw with my dad because my dad was in the military. And there's that one scene where Charlie Sheen gets killed. I think it's Charlie Sheen. Is it Charlie
Yeah.
Sheen? And that violin comes in, the most notorious. And I'm a music guy, so anything that has
Those
like
musical
that,
cues, yeah.
it's just sad to me, that damn, this dude is now dead somewhere in the middle of nowhere. I'm thinking like his family, like, are we gonna be able to find the body? Are we gonna be able to bring the body home?
Yeah.
Et cetera. So that part to me is what made Platoon high up on my list. I was initially gonna do a One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but I was like, no, I think Platoon, that particular scene there was the best part.
Yeah.
That One Who Flew Over Cuckoo's Nest when he actually was it lobotomy?
Yeah.
Lobotomized. to the
Yeah,
point
it's
where he's
fucked
like
up,
fucking
too.
crazy, and that Indian man kills him at the end. That was sad as fuck too. But I just thought that Platoon took it a little bit over the edge with that specifically. So that's my number 2, Platoon. Number 1 is going to be bad.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm about to bring.
Are we at number ones now?
We are.
Yeah,
All right. Before number ones, let me just do this real quick. Hey guys, be sure to buy Manscaped. Go online, go to the Manscaped website, use our coupon code MEX20 to get 20% off and free shipping. We honestly all use these products. We
do.
recommend these
Yeah, I
products.
vouch for them.
Using the lawnmower is literally like using an eraser for your junk. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Yeah.
What was once there is now gone.
What was I'm trying to remember that. I don't think those toys have a name. Like the ones that it was like a picture, and then you could move the
Little
fuzzy
magnet.
stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woolly Willy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what this
it gets
is.
rid of the woolly on your willy.
I like that. Yeah, very true.
But yeah, use MEX20, support the show, and then get yourself some good products.
Yeah.
I think they have ball cologne now or some shit.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right
that's
there.
it, yeah.
Well,
Ball cologne.
yeah.
When your balls stink, use the wash
Yeah.
or use it as a kink.
And if you're on the go, JJ,
Yeah, you're on the go. Always take protection with you. This is a moist towelette for your junk.
Oh, really? No, they had those. Yeah. Holy shit. Okay.
It's got the cologne on it, right? Like you never know. Like,
He ain't lying.
right? Yeah.
You really never know.
Look, like we went to San Antonio last week and we were at a concert. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen. Maybe something, maybe not.
Maybe not.
I wanted to be ready.
He was prepared. Yeah.
I knew I was gonna smell up something fierce.
Where did this go?
All right, guys. Just to go back to the show, just some quick honorable mentions. I'm going to throw two out there. And so when Shannon asked me this question, my brain went dumb.
Okay.
And so I named two, because my favorite love story outside of Eternal Sunshine, which would be problematic to say on a date.
Right.
Yeah.
Goes on the list.
Yeah.
It's House of Flying Daggers, but that's just a beautiful story.
This is a beautiful movie in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think out of the there's like 4 art house movies that came out, because there's the Jet Li's one where he plays the master, and then there's those 3 other epics, like Curse of the Golden Flower, House of Flying Daggers, Hero, that's what it was. And the other one was just like, I like the bravado, and I know this is completely made up. On that note, there's 2 movies that I would probably put on this list that are totally made up. One is Gladiator, where the historian was so mad he quit. It was so historically inaccurate. The historian was like, "Don't even put my name on this."
You want to hear something real quick and funny
Yeah.
about Gladiator? So originally, I think, really Scott directed that, right?
Yeah.
So he wanted to put it to where it was like he was the Gladiator, Russell Crowe was sponsored. He had action figures. He sponsored businesses. That is accurate, actually.
Yeah.
That's really what they did back then.
Really?
And they were like, people won't believe that shit, so they made him cut it. And that was like one of the most accurate things in the movie. Then he just went off the rails, and the historian quit after
wanted
they
to make a
revamped
sequel.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
still do.
I actually remember
That
the
was
sequel.
basically
still does.
God of War, like the game.
Which is actually being turned
The
into
first
a show.
one.
Yeah. Oh, show?
Yeah.
God damn it.
God of War is being turned into a show.
And the other one that is an honorable mention, and this is the movie that I've seen the most easily, it's Bloodsport.
Yes.
That's fair. That's very fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, if I had to say something, like if we're talking about father-son movies, the first movie my father, like we sat down and watched together, and we did this probably 80 times in our lifetime, in his lifetime rather. Scarface. Started off
my
at
God.
age 7 all the way to like 17. It was like, hey, Pops, what you doing? Shit, boy, watch Scarface. You want to go watch it? Hell yeah, I want to go watch it. Let's go.
Now,
Yeah.
will you keep that same energy with the sequel to Scarface?
It's a sequel?
Yes.
I thought it was a prequel.
That was a re.
Or a prequel. Sorry, it's a prequel to Scarface. The guy who did Suspiria and Call Me By My Name is doing the
I do
prequel.
trust him, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it that it has to take place in Cuba, right?
No.
Ah,
I think it's set in Los Angeles and somewhere in California.
How the fuck?
What?
He came
don't
from
know.
Cuba. What are we doing?
There's literally a prequel comic to Scarface. That
Is it really?
Yeah, it's not bad, but like you're gonna find it in like the dollar comic.
Oh, with the video game?
Nah, the video game was really good.
I love the fucking video game.
I didn't know there was a video game on it. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, I gotta do an honorable mention.
Yeah, that's what
Absolutely.
this section is for. Honorable mentions.
Parasite.
Ooh, that's
great.
good.
And I really like Parasite. I remember on my comic book night when we used to have that, some guy was like, I feel sorry for the family. I was like, no, I do not. I do not feel sorry for that fucking family.
No, that movie's so layered.
It's
to it,
so
yeah.
layered,
Yeah.
but it's just like I don't feel sorry for the family because they knew what they were doing.
Right.
They knew they were conning.
They were complicit throughout the whole thing.
I think the best part of the whole movie is when, of course, it starts to rain and they realize, oh shit, our house is
gonna
flooded.
flood, yeah.
So now I'm just thinking, oh, we don't live like these people. We actually
That was the
reality check, and
realization.
it's a realization that we live like these pieces of shit.
yeah.
I get why the dad killed the father.
Yeah.
I get why.
Right.
But at the same time, it's just like, this is your life. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Untouchables in India in some ways. How,
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of reminds me
I
of
mean,
that. I think it's
classism.
classism
is the biggest.
is
White
big.
Tiger,
Yeah.
I recommend also on
White
Netflix.
Tiger?
Yeah, it has those exact same themes.
Yeah.
Of like come on, you in India, you're not gonna.
You're
be
not going
poor
anywhere, you know?
to rich unless some shit happens. And it's a great double feature with Parasite
I
actually.
love that damn film.
Yeah.
Parasite was just
Yeah,
It was great.
it was
It was
great.
really good.
Like every little, like even that thing with the smell, I loved.
right.
To where it's like this is who you are. You're gonna smell like that, you know. And
It's-
yeah,
And I will say my second one is Drive.
okay,
Right.
I like
It's
Drive.
a very
It's a very stylish movie.
stylish movie.
Definitely stylish.
Neon Demon tried to do that, and it just fell
Nicholas
apart.
Winding Refn, that was his one, and he just
He made a great show, actually.
the one on Amazon.
Yeah,
that
that was
shit
actually
was depressing as fuck.
I know.
Oh my god, it was dark,
stylish, but
man.
still good.
Yeah, he's
you know?
very good with his style.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think his storytelling needs some work, but like,
Of course.
yeah, that show was just so fucking dark to me. I'm like, this is too goddamn dark.
I was like, man, what is
So
this
he
shit?
should just
Well,
do other people's films.
He should be a cinematographer.
he should
yeah.
adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drive was an adaptation of a novel,
Okay. Well, yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
definitely
which
needs
has
to
a
do
sequel.
that. Really?
Yeah, the sequel is Driven.
Not a very clever title. It's not a clever title, but I'm gonna get that book
I would
now.
watch that.
I would totally watch it. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I hope the jacket changes that way I can.
Right.
Oh, it's got new gloves too.
Just that scene with Christina Hendricks when she gets blown her head off.
I
was just
haven't-
like,
Oh yeah, it just comes out
I
of
haven't
nowhere.
read the sequel, but it does take place like way after Drive, and it's supposed to be him like trying to leave that life behind.
No.
It's one of those stories where he's trying to leave his past behind him and move on.
Yeah. Oh, wait, but
Let me check that out.
I got two more real quick. One, Scream. That will never change.
Right.
Second one is Strangers. These Strangers.
Oh, this strange. Yeah.
I like
creepy.
that guy's style of directing. He actually made another film that was actually pretty good too. But The Strangers, I guess, because it's real life.
Yeah. It was one of the most realistic slasher movies.
Is Samara home? No, Samara doesn't live here. Okay. Like,
No, the motherfucker in the back. It was the first one of those
she
first movies
smoking
with
that cigarette.
background. Yeah.
Yeah, that
And that
shit
freaked
fucked
me the
up. I'm like,
fuck
how
out,
the fuck
yeah.
they get in this house? See, that's what white people not just getting. But yeah, those are my four honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I think I said four.
I'm gonna throw in Spun and Serial Mom also.
I'm gonna throw in Army of Darkness and just the entire Evil Dead trilogy.
Yeah.
And Ninja Turtles, but
Which one? That one?
Probably two. Yeah,
Okay. It was good.
The one with Kevin Nash.
yeah.
Oh.
It's the
yeah.
Super Shredder. But yeah, I remember as a kid liking part 2 more than part 1. Now they've
Secret of the
switched.
Ooze, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now they've flipped. Now I prefer part 1 over part 2. But honestly, like, the reason it's not on the list is because what influenced me out of all of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the cartoons.
Oh, of
right?
course.
Like, it wasn't the
Yeah.
movies.
Right.
I thought those were the coolest they ever looked. I mean,
In the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, they fucked it up. That was like those first two. Actually, I don't hate 3.
Really?
I don't hate 3. because it really is a part 3 to where they're like, okay, we got to do something way the fuck different. Time travel, samurais, let's do that.
Right.
And so I'm okay with it. It's definitely the least out of all 3 of them, but I don't mind it. But yeah, no, I like Secret of the Ooze. I forgot a lot of Secret of the Ooze. The first.
I still remember the cover to all these movies.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I do too. The first one's just a white cover with a fucking manhole.
The chat's honorable mentions are Casino Royale and Shrek 2.
Why Casino Royale?
Casino Royale was a James film before that was and that was the first one I saw in a theater.
Oh.
Just big James Bond fan.
I mean, take the casino out and put Battle in front of it, then you got to be right there. But I don't know. It's
called
Battle Royale.
A better version.
I like the thing is I read Battle Royale before I saw the movie, and the book is better.
Yeah, I read the book too. Yeah, I agree.
Book.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want to read anymore.
Well, Tommy, on to your number 1.
All right, so I did admit early in this show that I have not seen E.T., right?
Yeah.
Literally probably my most it's probably one of the first movies I've ever seen, but it was the first movie that ever stuck with me, which I remember. It was like, oh, I want to watch that again. I have not seen E.T. I have seen Mac and Me.
Oh shit!
Mac and Me is my number 1.
I'm gonna add that, but
oh, you have to. That one you have to, because that is a so bad it's good now. Back then I just genuinely liked it. As an adult, I'm like, this shit is baffling.
That's
you literally see a kid in a wheelchair fly off of a cliff. Come on, man. And then it's a breakout dance number in a McDonald's for no logical reason. Like, the shit is insanity. And you have your knockoff E.T., which was Mac, he was cute enough, I guess. He just clearly was a puppet. Like, it's a puppet whose mouth didn't even move. Literally, it was just a doll that they just did this with. That was it, man. It's so
you invented the
fucking
Harlem
weird.
Shake? Is that what you're trying to say? Jeez Louise.
But yeah, unfortunately, I made my parents rent that movie so many times from the age of 4 to 6. And then I forgot about it when I started discovering movies in general. So yeah. But yeah, no, it's still to this day. Like, I see a clip of Mac and Me and I just bust out into laughter. It's great.
JJ, you're number 1.
It's like no comment.
You must have really been a fan of Paul Rudd whenever he was on Conan.
Yeah, they're bringing up.
Oh, yeah, I did love that. I love that.
All right, my number 1 wouldn't be a JJ list without anime. So there could honestly be a whole lot of honorable mentions here, like any Dragon Ball movie, Mugen Train, really good, but I've already mentioned a lot of the anime movies that I would probably put on here. Like, honestly, It's a Short Night Walk On Girl would probably be in this spot, but I've already used it in another list, so I'm going to tag it out with Millennium Actress, which is a movie by Satoshi Kon, who made Paprika.
I love Paprika.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Perfect Blue.
Perfect
Perfect
Blue,
Blue, yeah.
and Tokyo Godfathers. All
Oh
these
my
movies
God, I love
I've
all
mentioned
those
in all of
movies,
my
yeah.
lists.
I remember.
I don't even watch that much anime, but I've seen all of those movies. Okay.
Millennium Actress was one of the his smaller releases.
I remember that.
And it's basically a really nice story about a famous actress who's in her 90s or something. She's really old now, and she's lived as a recluse for the last part of her life and never would grant any interviews or anything. Mm-hmm. And these two reporters manage to get an interview with her, and they go up to her house and she just tells them her life story. But the really interesting thing about it is that as she's telling the story, the reporters literally get sucked into the story. Since it's animation, it's literally happening. They're literally getting
That
pulled
sounds
into
pretty
the story.
awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And then her life story itself is really nice. It's got its downfalls, it's got its tragedy, it's got her lost love and everything. But it's a really beautiful and moving movie that I watched on accident.
Oh, sometimes those are the best.
Yeah.
I watched it because I was visiting my brother. He was living in San Antonio at the time. And I think the Dragon Ball Super movie, Resurrection F, was premiering around that time. And we tried to go watch it at an Alamo Drafthouse, but tickets had already sold out. That Alamo Drafthouse, however, had another screen, and they're like, but we're doing like a free anime night. Like, there's no ticket or nothing. You just walk in. We're screening all these movies for free. And so, yeah, we did that instead, and that's where I watched Millennium Actress, and I was like, I'm actually kind of glad I saw this instead of Dragon.
It was free, so that also helped. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the beers might have also helped. But yeah, if anyone hasn't watched it, I highly recommend it. Like,
I'll check it out. Yeah, because I love all that. I love the director's other work. So
yeah, I love
for
Perfect
sure.
Blue. That was
Paprika's amazing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
yeah,
Paprika.
and then Christopher Nolan ripped it off to make
Inception. Yeah, totally.
which I also really like.
I do too. I mean, if you're gonna rip it off, at least do it good. So yeah.
This might be one of the most interesting topics, just because, like, reading the chat, everyone has really interesting things. Like, I thought most people would try to be cool. Obviously, we're not. Mac and Me is number one.
Not even remotely.
Ramona.
And the chat's not trying to be cool either. Like, this is just like, hey, this movie is a part of me, and I love it. Because they have League of Their Own.
That would have been honorable mention for me. Yeah, no, that was one movie that I really fell in love with early. So yeah, at a young age, like it wasn't geared towards me.
I saw it when I was 12, and I probably shouldn't have, with Tom Hanks fucking someone in the bathroom.
Oh. That movie's really good. Yeah.
Someone else has The Rocketeer. Like, that's really cool.
God damn, man, these are good ones.
Rocketeer.
That fucking Paco?
That was probably one of my favorites.
Elton John one, right? That's the
No, that's Rocket Man.
Rocket
Rocketeer
Man.
was a superhero.
okay. Rocketeer.
And his girlfriend is Betty Page.
Yes, literally. I love Rocketeer. Yeah. Oh man, they're doing some good ones. What else you got, Chad?
If you want to drop anyone else, but Josh Man didn't drop his number one, but he did say, thank you guys. This show is one of my favorite things to look forward to.
Hey.
I'm dealing with some shit right now, but you guys always make things great.
Well, you came on a
I
perfect time
appreciate
because
that.
I'm wearing my cum shirt.
Yeah. That doesn't cheer
All
you
over
up.
your face, neck, and chest.
Hey. I like that. Yeah, we're here for you.
Terminator 2 is his number one.
Yeah,
That's solid, man. Like
Yeah.
all three of those could have been on my list, honestly. Damn.
I really wanted to put like a Sly Stallone or a Schwarzenegger movie on my list.
Stop or my mom will shoot.
Oh,
I actually saw that one recently. It's
I did
not
too.
bad.
Yeah, no, it's not at all.
It's not as bad as people make it out to be.
It's not terrible. It's not good either.
It's a Golden Girl and Rocky. Like,
Yeah.
I would watch both of these.
The Last Dragon.
You are the last
all right.
dragon.
I mean, that one just
Shut up.
The last. Oh, that last one.
Dragon. That's personal. That's
Negro, please. Throw that meme in the fucking chat that we had today. Not today, but later on this week.
yeah, Last Dragon's a terrible fucking movie, but
It's a classic.
but it's a
though.
classic to us, man.
Bruce Leroy, come on.
Yeah, that's Apollonia.
Oh my God.
Come on, man.
Wait, is Apollonia Vanity 6? Oh, that's a whole.
Oh,
different
the
sorry,
two
that's a
different
musical
women.
reference.
Yeah, no. Well, they're both princes, you know.
Yeah.
Which one was it, Vanity or Apollonia in Last Dragon?
I think it's Apollonia that
think
was
it's
in Last
Apollonia,
Dragon.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I keep thinking that she's the lead singer in Vanity 6, but I don't think that's true.
That was Vanity. Yeah, that was
Oh,
Vanity.
shit, no.
What was I going to say? I have a picture of her.
Oh.
Wrong one.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's Vanity. That was
that's
Vanity. It was Vanity. Yeah. Yeah.
Some honorable mentions real quick. We got Wizard of Oz, Lion King, Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, Willy Wonka would have been a good pool.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Third favorite comedy is Brian Donors, which sadly no one knows about. Brain Donor.
Brain Donor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Brain Donor.
I've never seen that.
It's an obscure one. That's an obscure one.
Well, my number one isn't obscure, and but I love hearing the story of it all the time, and the movie itself is a really great watch. Kind of gets weird because there's 7 sequels to it, but I think it's the best series that actually has existed, and it's Rocky. Rocky 1 would be my number
I
one.
just put that
That's
down
good.
right,
Yeah.
just right now.
That is
yeah.
a good one. And yes, how the fuck a drama it became a franchise, I have no fucking clue.
No idea.
Wait, what are we at? 8 movies now?
If you count the
count
Creed,
Creed counts.
yeah.
And
Creed
if you count
absolutely
5,
Will Creed still count with Stallone being dead or Rocky being dead in the next one?
Yeah, because I feel like it's the last one.
No, he's not in it.
No, I know, but I mean the
Yeah.
last of this.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're going to stop at 3 Creeds because we ain't doing this shit again. Like, no robots. Like, yeah, just let it go after this. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Polly.
Yet it's still better than 5. But yeah, no, like, man, yeah, that's a great choice. Because it's really, minus 4 and 5, they are really consistent movies, kind of.
Well, people love 4.
4 is just like the
Is that
perfect
the-
montage movie because it's got like 4 of them in it.
Yeah. It's all montage. Boy's the robot,
That's the
right?
one with
Yeah.
Drago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I saw that commercial, by the way.
And I mean, 4 to make this like anime, like 4 is really when
We
Rocky
love the
goes
raid.
Super Saiyan. Like,
Oh, yeah. It becomes fantastical at that
yeah,
point.
yeah. Like Drago is basically Frieza.
Oh, absolutely. But great villain. 5 is horrible.
yeah.
5 is the one people try to
5
forget.
is horrible, but I do love the Mickey flashbacks.
The Mickey flashbacks were good. Not enough to save the movie. Rocky has brain damage. Like, it's a whole... which they
should-
completely forgot about.
yeah.
Yeah, they completely just X'd that out because he's thriving in Rocky Balboa, owning a
I
restaurant
wouldn't say
and shit.
thriving.
He's
Oh,
doing, yeah, he's doing okay. He's doing all
He
right.
broke the other dude's hand with his abs.
yeah, that's true.
And then doesn't it end in a street fight?
No,
Five?
Five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't
That
even
ain't no
ring it
machine.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
ain't-
with Morrison,
Yeah, Tommy
Yeah.
Morris.
who actually had, I think, HIV.
Yes, he did.
He passed away.
He
right? But
passed
he was
away.
actually undefeated until he faced Riddick Bowe.
Yep. He was a
Was it
little...
Riddick Bowe? Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, man, that's an old...
Sports.
Man,
that
man, I ain't
that
heard
was
that
the
one
first
in a while.
one that had a boxer in it.
A real boxer, yeah. And then
And-
they've been doing it ever since. Wait, no, Creed stopped doing it, but
No,
Did they?
Creed had
those
a
are
lot
real
of
boxers.
boxers.
Okay, all right,
The
yeah.
first one had a boxer.
The
'Cause I
first
know
one had a
Antonio-
lot of boxers.
Yeah, Antonio Tarver was in Balboa, so yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Balboa.
Balboa's good. I like Rocky Balboa.
Balboa's a really sweet nostalgia movie.
It is. It's a
Like,
good way to get it back on track. So,
Yeah.
like, from Balboa
the real
to
fight.
Creed, yeah, it really is. Yeah, from Balboa to Creed, like though Balboa blends in perfectly with Creed, and you can just go from there if you feel. Yeah, skip 5 for fuck's sake.
and it turns into Rambo modern day.
I saw Rambo. Yeah.
5 also has the alternative ending where Rocky dies. I didn't know that, despite
Yeah,
me
I
being.
forgot about that.
How many
He's
Rocky
died in
are
like
there?
6. They wanted him to die in like 3 movies.
Who kills him? Tommy?
I think Tommy. Well, his brain thing. Yeah,
Oh.
one punch, done. But they were like, yeah, that's not wise to do, and so they did.
It was actually really weird because I saw the Rockies backwards because my dad was an action junkie. So I saw 4 and 3 a lot.
Nice.
And then one day, like, he was like, you don't need to see 1. And then I just randomly saw it one day on
So
AMC.
different than the rest.
And I was like, that is not what I thought. Like,
No.
and I'm
It's like Rambo.
Yeah.
It's like First Blood, which is nothing like the rest of them at all. It's just like, what the fuck are you doing, Sly
well, that
Stallone?
one, that one I did see in order. I saw,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, thank God you did, because I did not with Rambo. Rambo, I saw
3 in
Rambo's
Afghanistan?
That's the first one I saw, which is a straight up just dumb action movie. Which is I liked it.
This movie is dedicated to the Afghan people and the Mujahideen.
Then I saw 2, and then I'm like, all right, well, I gotta watch the original, right? And I'm like, this is boring as fuck. Like, this is no one's getting blown up.
Right.
What the fuck? He's in a little
Then
town.
he gets that big ass.
Yeah.
Right. That's
Yeah,
crazy,
they're
man.
trying to talk him down. I'm like, what are we doing here? Where's the violence?
I did like all of Troutman's lines in 1.
Oh, it's a great. No, after watching it as an adult, I'm like, no, it's a great movie, just itself. When you realize what it actually
Right.
is,
Yeah.
and but
Well, yeah,
it was really weird going from 3 to 1.
1 was adapted from a novel in which, ironically enough, Rambo dies at the end.
Yes, he does.
And so the reason 2 and 3 are so different is because there's no source material to draw off.
Shit.
There's no novel.
Obviously. Wasn't one of them a canon film?
Yeah.
I love canon. Shout out to American Ninja. I should have put that.
I really like Chuck Norris films as a little kid, but none of them made my list. Like,
No Missing in Action?
I like Delta
Sidekicks?
Force probably. Sidekicks.
Goddamn right. I love sidekicks. That could have made my list. Holy shit.
Oh, wait, what was the other Chuck
Speaking
Norris
of
you
old,
said?
like
Delta
fucking
Force?
Kung Fu
No,
movies.
there was one before.
One of
that.
Jean-Claude
Sidekicks?
Van Damme's
No.
early movies. No Retreat, No Surrender.
Oh,
Where he's the villain.
fuck. What was
Chuck Norris. I just said Delta Force, and
I think that was the name of it. No Retreat, No Surrender.
Oh, yeah.
He named one before that, Missing in Action.
Missing in Action,
that's
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 3 of those, I believe.
There's also like 3 Delta Forces. I think.
those are also canon films, I do believe.
I may.
McQuaid.
I was about to say I may be wrong, but I think Lone Wolf McQuaid is the best. I may be wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
They're all garbage movies, and then that one was like half serious.
Yeah. But they still hold a place in your heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
There was a really bad like action movie that was like straight to video from like the 90s. Trying to it had like
Is it where he turns into animals and shit in TNT?
no. It had like nothing actors. I think it's like The Perfect Weapon or The Ultimate Weapon, something like that. It's always like stuck with me in my head because it was one of those movies that was always like on Channel 3. Like
Like,
on the Sunday
like
movie.
4 o'clock on a Saturday.
The Ultimate Weapon.
Oh, that sounds about right. God, I miss those movies, man.
And this
Someone's bringing up Invasion USA. I didn't even.
Yeah. I forgot about Invasion USA. Yeah.
Writing that down too.
This brought back like a old memory from when I was really young, maybe like
Dude, I forgot about
7
Hitman.
or 8. Yeah.
Oh my God, Hitman! I remember that cover of Hitman. And that's when he had the mullet, right?
Yeah.
And it was immaculate.
But when I was like 7 or 8, I have an uncle that lives here in Austin still, and we came up to visit him for some reason. I don't know what was going on.
Rocky.
Marriage, divorce, something. But we came up to visit, and one of those like Channel 4 on 4 o'clock on the Saturday movies.
Yeah.
And it was like a no-name, no-budget action movie. And my uncle just like left it playing because like it was just background noise. We were all just like sitting down in the living room. My dad and my uncle were like reminiscing. And it's about to go to commercial, and the main character, who's got a pompadour, no shirt on, and like white slacks
Of course he
in a
does.
cage fight, right?
Oh my God.
Just throws like a flying Bruce Lee kick, and then it cuts to commercials. And without hesitation, my dad's like, "Hey, remember when we were kids and I used to fight like that?" Yeah. And it always stuck with me. The movie was Best of the Best 4.
Oh my God. Oh, the Best of the Best series was phenomenal.
I'm mad at you.
God damn, you're bringing back memories, JJ. Holy shit. American Ninja, Best of the Best. God, I grew up on those movies, man. They are all fucking terrible, but they're great.
Yeah.
They're great to me.
They'll be on my list.
So just to go back to Rocky 1, I didn't know this, but according to Josh Man Forever, Rocky 1 was the last time the Oscars gave it to a fan favorite film.
Really?
Oh.
That is kind of true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really weird. It was still to this day, it's one of the weirdest Best Picture winners.
They're trying to get.
I still
get
say Sly
Spider-Man.
was robbed.
Yeah.
They're trying to trying to get Spider-Man to get nominated.
Yeah, no, I can't.
this not
Can't
happening.
allow that. Yeah.
They already allowed it with Black Panther. They ain't gonna allow it again with
They
another.
got nominated. Yeah. Yeah, we got to stop this now with this madness.
This
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Oscar's so white.
Yeah.
I love the scary movies too. I just they fall in those kind of terrible
I feel like the next show should just be this.
Spoofs.
Just, like
Throwing out movies.
obscure movies no one else knows about.
Well, they're also bringing up. These are more spoofs, but Airplane and Naked Gun.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Naked Gun
Good.
totally gets an honorable
It
mention.
really
Oh,
should.
my God.
Oh, man, me too. All 3, really.
I love all the bits in Naked Gun.
It still makes me laugh. Like,
Yeah.
to this
Yeah,
day,
to
that
this
shit
day.
is... Leslie Nielsen was fucking
When
hilarious.
we were in the first round of lockdowns, and we were doing like Amazon watch parties.
Yeah, we
that
did.
was the
We watched
first
that.
movie.
I remember that too. Yeah, the Netflix party. Yeah. Shit. And damn, they brought that one back.
Yeah,
Shit.
fuck me,
I
y'all
don't know,
brought back some
Greg.
movies.
Everywhere I look, there's something there that reminds me of her, and then it's like two tits.
Oh, classics.
All right, Jordan, your number one.
So I'm gonna do like a small mini 3 honorable mentions.
3 more.
Three. So A History of Violence. I like that
I
film.
love
I
that,
like
movie.
that movie.
Yeah, I do too.
Very well written and storytell.
Great.
wise.
Some of the best pacing in a movie.
Yes.
I think. Yeah.
7 Pounds with
But Will
Will
Smith,
Smith.
people hate that movie. I loved it.
I loved it. It was depressing, and I love depressing movies. And Weathering with You.
Oh,
I liked that film. I saw it for the first time, and I was just like, man, this is a great movie.
Yeah.
Great anime movie. But that's not my number one. My number one, I'm going to get real, not emotional, but I'm going to get real dark with it, and it is A Full Metal Jacket. Pyle killing himself. That whole
The first half.
story.
Yeah, it's really his first half. Yeah,
It's right.
it's its
just-
own movie,
It's its
right?
own movie. I guess the reason why is because the mental state of deteriorating. Just you see,
You
it.
watching it? Yeah,
You're watching it, right? And
it's like a feeling. It's like something's bad's gonna happen.
something bad's gonna happen. But it's just like, not to be too personal, but my mental state early on, kind of like just having that mental breakdown.
Yeah.
And being in that particular space. It's that crazy, and that's the reason why I relate more so with Powell in this movie than anything. For them to strap this guy down to a bed and hit this motherfucker with Home and the Clown socks, it was just really dark.
Yeah.
But just that scene, just every time I watch, I just get teary-eyed watching him do that because, it's an emotional scene for me.
Yeah.
It really is emotional. I relate a lot to Powell in that movie, so that's the reason why I pick Full Metal Jacket.
That's a good choice. I was gonna bring up Full Metal Jacket when you were talking about Platoon.
Yeah.
I was just like, maybe
Yeah.
that's on this list. So yeah, it was. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
that's
my
a
number one.
great movie if no one's ever fucking seen that.
It's a beautiful
Shame on
movie.
you. Yeah. It's on HBO Max. Watch
Yeah,
it because
so-
it's a classic. Yeah.
Of course it is. So
For sure.
that's my number one films
Nice.
or film.
Okay. All right, guys. I think we kept y'all here late enough. I do thank y'all for coming out. I think it was a fun episode. But yeah, go ahead and hit us up. We're gonna try to do another show on Thursday. It's just a matter of if the stars align. But follow us on Instagram, and we'll let y'all know. But y'all have a good night, and watch AEW tomorrow.
Yay!